5.
Okay, everyone, welcome to session 24 of Trouble in Orlane. We're going on almost 8 months now with this campaign. And like always, we'll do a recap, a detailed recap of the 23rd session. I'm going to do this. Okay. So, picking up a short time after your encounter with the goblin bandits of the Dim Forest, our intrepid investigators check the broken down wagon. They find it to have been completely and utterly ransacked of anything valuable. One interesting item of note, however, was a broken puppet or marionette and a box of female beauty products. As a warning, I think, to travelers on the road, Arawak hung the wooden puppet by its neck from a nearby tree, visible from the road, a sort of morbid decoration to patrons traveling along this stretch through the dim. A short time later, the party made camp in a secluded glade and was unmolested during the dark night, although a peaceful possum and her babies did creep past the firelight in the wee hours of the morning. On the beginning of the third day of travel, the party reached the edge of the area known as the Rushmores, a festering, stinking wetland that stretched out as far as the eye could see to the south. Traveling through this area would prove extremely taxing for everybody. Apart from the insects, which were relentless in feeding upon each member of the group, the soggy ground proved very difficult to traverse. More of a wetland than a swamp, trees were sparse in this area, and the ones that were there reached up to the soggy, wet ground, their roots like the gnarled arms of dead things. In many areas, the gnome was forced to wade or swim across fetid and putrid water. The fighter had to remove the lower half of his armor, so if you remember, he had to remove his greaves just to keep pace. All in all, traveling in here very taxing for everybody. Each step that you took in the ground, your foot usually would sink, 6 to 12 inches into the mud, and it was very difficult walking through here. Most of the ground was actually submerged underwater, so following the track of broken rushes and muddy footprints, the group eventually came upon an area where the tracks split in two directions, a wider path to the southeast and a more narrow path veering to the southwest. After some debate, it was deduced they follow the tracks to the southeast, the logic being that a larger group may have passed through this area. So you guys had just decided, took a gamble, and best guess on that, using logic, and followed the path to the southeast. About an hour and a half of difficult travel in this direction, you finally reached a series of fetid pools containing small islands where the tracks led right into the water. In the immediate area, there appeared to be no easy way around this obstacle, and so the party waded into the water with the intention of picking up the trail on the opposite end. Shortly after entering the water, however, several members of the group began to feel lightheaded. I'm going to share some art right here. I'll pull it up for the stream so they can see it on the stream. So that's kind of like when you guys reach the edge of the Rushmores, that's kind of what you saw. And as you made your way further inland into the actual marsh, it was more like this. Started to become like this. Everybody see those okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
The area that you're in when we left our last game, or that I'm describing right now, look more like this, but just think pools of water. So several members of the group began to feel lightheaded when entering the water, wading through. So the gnome made his way to the nearby bank to check himself after feeling an odd sensation on his leg, and to his horror, discovered several giant leeches attached to his lower body. Arawak, seeing this and hearing the gnomes cry out, scrambled to the nearest island and discovered an unwanted guest attached to himself as well. Let me pull up an image for that one too. This is Loman and the Leech. The aptly named Loman and the Leech. We'll pull that up for the stream. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Loman and the Leech. The proportions are correct. The proportions are definitely correct in this case. Yeah, so
yeah, the point on the ears is good too.
Yeah, I really like it. Arawak, seeing this, scrambled to the nearby island and discovered an unwanted guest attached to himself as well. The water all around you during this began to undulate and ripple. So that was kind of a horrifying thing to behold, you know? All of a sudden, like piranhas under the water. But you could make out the grayish, semi-transparent backs of the horrid creatures rushing in to meet you. Leeches of all shapes and sizes began to converge upon the party. Arawak was nearly killed in the ensuing chaos as everybody rushed to remove the filthy parasites from their person. With each removal of these things, gouts of blood began to pour into the water. And they, after a short time, the creatures, they began to disperse, realizing that it wasn't an easy lunch for them. And the party huddled together upon a small island in which everybody was forced to strip down naked to remove smaller leeches. So everybody had, multiple leeches attached to themselves under their tunics, everything else, which had swum up their clothes and attached to their warm bodies. Exhausted, we pick up on this very island in the very early hours of the day. You guys have just kind of recuperated, I guess you would say, from this. And at that, we'll continue with the session. The ball is in your court. I just wanted to bring up one or two things before we start. What is your guys, when you guys are traveling through the swamp, I don't want to speak for you, so I'm just going to tell you what I've been assuming. What I'm assuming you guys are doing is you're traveling and not overtaxing yourself or pushing it, and every couple hours you are taking some time to rest. So I've been going under that assumption that, every 1.5, 2 hours you guys take some time to rest, because it is extremely taxing.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption. I think Loman's frequent rest.
Okay.
Loman's like every 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so one of us is putting him on our backs.
For Loman, it's very rough.
Loman's basically swimming. He's not even walking.
And another assumption that I've been going on to, obviously, is that because of Loman's size, right? You guys are having to wait because, he already moves at half the rate of you guys, and you guys, not only that, but you're going through extremely difficult terrain. So, and sometimes it's taking a lot longer, right? So, and I know he's not going to wade through every pool or try to take the path of the quickest route from point A to point B. So in some cases, I'm assuming that Loman is actually taking the time to try to step around some of this shit and, not have to wade through every pool. Yeah. So that was the second assumption. Rations, we already took care of that before Scoot showed up. We've depleted that for the last 3 days. I count rations and water as the same thing, so you track one thing, unless, of course, we were in a situation where, water would be hard to find or, scarce. Then we could track it separately, but the way that I do it is just rations. And then the final thing that I've been under the assumption is obviously you guys are trying to follow the trail, right? So I'm going to point out anything that you guys see. If there are anything that you would like to do, any deviations, and I'm talking, feel free to stop me and correct me. No, I want to do that, or no, I want to do this. Otherwise, I'm just going to go with it under those parameters right there that you guys, are trying to follow this, and obviously you're keeping your eye out for things. I will say that the two people with tracking, the better tracker of the two would be Talissa. Also, in this area, there is areas where you would be able to possibly make out footprints. Indeed, you've seen footprints. But remember, again, this is it's a wetland, so a lot of the ground is underwater, right? And then the parts that aren't are kind of like hilly, grassy little islands. And I will let you know if you see tracks, but it is, your number one signpost in all of this has been the disruption of the environment around you. In this case, rushes crushed down, branches cut away. And in some parts, it's not very obvious, right? I mean, you just ran into something last game where you guys came to an impasse where you had two possible ways to go, and the one you chose led to this. Now, I will keep it in mind. I would ask this too. Why don't Talissa and Arawak give me a tracking roll in the tower at +6, please.
Okay.
At +6.
Okay.
Okay. Airwalk. Thank you. Okay. Okay, guys. The ball is in your court. You are on the island. You've got your clothes back on. Again, Tommy,
Did we see any tracks? Did we see a trail? What did we discern?
Right on the island, you don't see anything. You don't see, in fact, you don't see the rushes on the other end of these pools broken down. You don't see them broken down. You don't see any tracks either. Not in the general area that you guys are in right now.
And how far do we think we are from our goal at this point?
Well, he asked me this before, but Romney had said that it's a day's travel south of when from the Dimwood.
A day's travel south from the Dimwood, but
yeah,
we don't know which trail he was talking about.
And we
did deviate from. We did do a split, and the other trail might have been the right trail, and this trail being the wrong trail, which could increase the amount of time to travel to the place by another day. How long have we been traveling?
Down the wrong trail, how long have we traveled? I guess
well,
is
we don't know if it's
question.
The wrong trail.
Well, the putative wrong trail.
Okay.
But we can assume that it might be because of the leeches and the Trogs not wanting to bring their captives through a leech-infested area.
Yes.
Well, if I haven't been clear on the time, that's on me. You've been traveling for about, I would say, 3 hours.
Okay.
So that's waking up in the morning,
So
getting on
3 hours, and we're traveling at what? Freaking maybe a third?
It's
3 hours down the split from where the split was, or 3 hours from the Dimwood?
3 hours from the Dimwood.
Oh.
How far from the split?
Yeah.
About 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
You guys want to backtrack to the split?
Yes.
And check that area out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zadar, can you carry our little buddy?
Yeah, he swoops him up.
Piggyback.
All right.
Movement
we're heading north.
Area is pretty variable too, right? I would say that, at worst, you're going quarter movement, and at best, you're going half. It just depends on the area. Some areas are worse than others, right? I've taken all that into account. I'll let you know where you guys are, but again, it's still rather, it's before lunch right now. Okay, so you guys are backtracking. Okay,
Yeah, back
so
to the split.
okay.
Is there a
Back to
map
the
I should be
split.
seeing?
No big
Grand
deal.
March.
Yeah, I'll share that with you, Tommy.
Is that because I don't have control of the character yet?
Yeah, you gotta release
I see it.
the DAR. Spencer,
Oh,
I can't
yes.
release him.
Right, that's true.
I tried.
You
I
tried.
mean, I see the map now.
Yeah, here. Tommy, go into your character and select your character. Kawana snuck in here. Now the party token, again, I just have it there as a general. You guys are in the Rushmore. I'm not moving it into the hex you guys are in. We're going by just what you guys tell me. So I know where you are. I just put the token there to donate that you guys are in the Rushmores. Okay. And believe me, I'm keeping track of it. All right, so we're gonna do this. And I'm gonna close some windows down, bear with me. And I'm actually gonna switch the music a little bit. Although I do like this music. You know what?
Chuck Mangione is putting me to sleep, man.
I do like it though. I like it. But I'll put on this one for you. It's a little bit more.
Troglodyte war music.
No, it's kind of Lovecraftian, dark ambient. Can you hear it?
Hmm?
Yeah, I found
Yeah, it's
some good ones.
perfect. It's
Yeah, I'm all about this now, man. I'm not even fucking with Sirenscape. It's just popping and crackling. I just keep it simple and put something on in the background.
So what are you using to stream it now? Are you just streaming it through Discord, or
Yeah.
are you streaming it
Through a
Yeah,
bot on
Kenku.
Discord.
Oh, you're using Kenku.
Yeah, exactly what we use. You and me use, But
Yeah.
I just open a YouTube tab in there
And then you're just
done.
playing it off of that. And you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Fucking done.
So what are you getting sounds from Sirenscape at all?
I
You
can,
kill Sirenscape.
I can, but I'm not screwing with it right now. I could theoretically open up another tab for Sirenscape in there, In fact, how about I just do that to see if it actually fires? You know what I mean? Let me see. I'm gonna open up
Yeah, I'd
another
be curious
tab.
to see if
It'll
you're
do it
experiencing
together.
problems. I'm wondering. Well, it should do them both together, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, like with spellcasts and shit like that, if
It's always iffy, right?
it's popping.
I mean, it's
You said
always
it's popping and crackling.
it's random depending on the effect, the mood, whatever. It's just always it's
Do you
random.
hear? Is that popping and crackling in my games?
Yeah, it cuts out and stuff sometimes.
Let me know when it does that, because I don't pay attention.
Okay.
I'm like
All right, I
focused
opened
on
it.
other things.
Yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it, dude. You got it's DMing you. It's like 100% like sucking up all your page file and bandwidth to run the game. I get it. Believe me.
I'm swapping out of memory.
It sounds like
It's a
Sirenscape
spinny
is
disc.
like poorly optimized or something.
It feels like that to me.
See, I'm
Yeah.
wondering if I tried running the desktop one, because I downloaded everything that I've gotten from them.
I think if you were running downloaded music that you had on the Sirenscape desktop, it obviously would work better, right? Because you have the file. Yeah, I should try it. All right, guys. So you
took god awful
backtracked.
forever to download it all too, because they're freaking clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me. All right, let me get off of that tangent. Go ahead.
You're all good, man. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
getting in frustrated mode all of a sudden.
No, it's fine. I understand.
Sirenscape, motherfucker.
I understand completely. Okay, I'm reading something. I have a bunch of notes. So when I pause, I'm looking at something I wrote down. Perfect. Okay, so And you said Loman, you're riding on the back of Zadar?
Yes.
Is that what I heard?
Yeah, Master Blaster.
Master Blaster.
It's gonna bog him down a little bit, especially considering he's also carrying his greaves in his backpack. But you can accomplish this. He's a pretty strong.
What is my weight limit at right now
So,
for Airwalk?
Zadar, what is your strength, Zadar?
I still don't see my character on character selection.
Oh, close the character selection and reopen it. Yeah,
Sick.
yeah. There you go.
Dude, I could carry your greaves for you if you want, Zadar. I've got enough. I can handle it.
We can wing that, and we don't even need to add it. I mean, I know.
Oh, I
you're
know.
so-
Yeah.
You're so lightly equipped. You did carry a lot of the rations though, but you're so lightly equipped right now. We could easily say that. Yeah, Zadar. So essentially, wearing the greaves in this area, I mean, it's already a pain in the ass to travel through here, even with leather armor. Right? You can imagine what it's like in plate, right? So you remove your greaves, just the lower part of your armor, and had it in your bag.
Fortunately,
so
the leeches took advantage of that.
Yeah, you guys are filthy.
Yeah.
And keep this in mind too. I mean, I'm sure I've already made it abundantly clear, but you guys have been bit to shit by every possible insect you can imagine in here. You've been sucked on by leeches. You're filthy. The ground is every step that you take in the ground. It's like you can never find solid purchase. You step in it, you think it's solid, and your foot just sinks down like a foot. You know, it's just in slosh. When you find an island that you could actually step on, it's like a godsend. So, filthy, dirty, tired, and again, like every hour and a half, 2 hours, you need to rest. You're just completely taxed. Loman, you can get on his back. We'll just say that Airwalk has stored the greaves in his backpack. Takes you about 45 minutes back up the trail. It's easily recognizable when you get to it. You can see the split. Right, again, as a reminder, the one to the southwest looks like it might have been single file or something smaller, but you have reached that area.
Yay.
Or the other direction.
Okay. Let me increase time here a little bit. Sometimes when it rolls, I'm not using the actual result, for the better. I just like to look at it. Yeah, we're definitely not using that one. It's just humid. So you follow along, more of the same environment right here. Go on, you don't run into anything. In fact, you don't see anything apart from bugs. You keep traveling along, and you would guess, at least 2 hours goes by, and you guys stop and drink some water and eat some rations, and you keep continuing on. And pretty obvious, dude, that there was a large, it becomes pretty obvious in some places that a large group had moved through here. You do eventually find some footprints, which, they look like human-sized boots. You also see reptilian footprints, very similar to the footprints that you guys have seen made by troglodytes. And you keep traveling along, and you can tell that it's past lunchtime right now. You guys stop and eat a little bit, and the sun is up in the sky, but the swamp gas and everything gives everything kind of a hazy glow. And you proceed unmolested. You keep going. The trail doesn't seem to deviate. It's so far it looks like it's just been a straight line, and you haven't. Huh? Sorry,
I'm talking to my dog.
Okay.
He's like
so far it's
getting
been
up on top of my shoulders like he's a parrot.
Yeah, I have to let my dog
90
out.
pounds.
Right.
I have to step away for a minute.
Okay, we'll wait for you, Dwayne, because I wanted to read something here. I'm honestly thinking about turning the exact time back on for the
Yeah, I
reason
did that because
for the
it's.
reasons we. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now for the reasons we talked about.
Yeah.
But you can just assume when you've seen it that that's what your guess, your best guess is that area because evening is not what
Or
it
we could
is
just
right
look at
now.
the calendar and it tells you the time.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I was wondering about that. I was wondering about that.
It's 3:34 p.m.
Yeah, which is not evening by any sense
No,
of the word, you know.
no. I need to fix that code, man. I'm gonna see about fixing that code. Because yeah, that's not even twilight. It's not even freaking dusk.
Yeah, the OG author won't do it, but there's a guy on there that maintains it, I think. BMOS.
Yeah, the time on that is. Isn't that one in the directory? I thought calendar. I thought that was in the directory. Oh, what the fuck? No, don't tell me. No.
What?
Something. Nothing.
It's not
Nothing.
vaulted. It's not vaulted. I have it.
Okay, there we go. That's good. It's not vaulted.
No, I've worked on it. I actually did the hack to give it the 60-second. Remember, 60
Oh yeah,
second
that's right.
turn.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put that on chat. There's like I'm looking at these logs and I clicked on something
Them
in
farmers go
the
bad.
in the
In the calendar.
in the
Yeah,
calendar.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can put notes in there. In fact, I need to do one right before Dwayne gets back. I'm gonna put one in here. I used to have it to where the extension would track every output that went to chat, but it's super annoying and creates a ton of junk.
Ton
So
of
now,
freaking junk. Yep.
yeah, so I turned that off completely, and all I do is I put little footnotes and DM notes for the days. Yeah, it's like the longer you stay on screen, the more things you start to disable and turn off because vanilla is good enough. Leech attack. That's great. Reach the dim force on the 24th or 24th of reaping. Just give Dwayne like a minute.
I'm back.
Oh, okay, you're back. Okay, okay? So you guys have traveled along for several hours. No change of plans. A lot of the same monotonous scenery. You're gonna guess it's late afternoon, and you see something up ahead. You come across an area that appears to be littered with the remains of animals. Many of them are putrefying and half submerged in the stagnant water. So you see like deer and and just the bones of other small animals scattered about everywhere and kind of half decaying corpses of these creatures just sticking out of the water, just putrefying. You can also clearly make out the tracks of several large creatures leading back to a mound in the earth of rock approximately 100 yards away. So I
Wait.
hope the
So
vision.
what what do the tracks look like to
Reptilian.
Alyssa?
Reptilian.
And there's a mound of
They're webbed. Like
earth.
that. Yeah, they look kind of like the troglodyte tracks, but fatter.
Are the tracks going into the mound of earth?
They lead in that direction. The mound is 100 yards away, so that's 300 feet plus away. It's a low mound. You're gonna probably guess it's I don't know. Let's say 20 feet at the highest. So think like like Bilbo Baggins' house, right? But in shitty real estate.
So are the track can we see if the tracks are going around the back of that mountain? Or are they going straight into the mountain or what? what did we see?
Well, from where you're standing right now, you can just see that they lead in that direction. You're not going to be able
Okay,
to
it's
ascertain.
too
Yeah,
far away. Yeah.
it's too far away.
Are there trees in this area, or
A
is
little
it
bit,
more like?
a little, yeah, a little bit. Not as thick as the one image I showed you, but yes, there's some scattered. There's definitely like underbrush, and it's brambles, right?
And how solid is the ground generally around this area? Is it a bit more dry or is it still
There's
pretty
some
wet?
there's some areas that are dry that you can, walk on. In fact, you're on that right now, and then there's more of the same muddy sludge. But you're almost, and that's a good question. I would say the ground that you're standing on right now is almost like a trail. You can walk on it, so maybe it's just an island, but it looks like more of the same in that direction. That's how you're able to see the footprints.
Are the animals? Are they like eaten, like half eaten, or are they just
Oh, they
dead
definitely look
from?
chewed on. Yeah, definitely.
I think we're getting close to their
Yes.
lair.
Have you gone up and and again, this is me making assumptions, so stop me if I ever do that, and I don't railroad anything. So I'm assuming that you've gone up and looked at the actual creatures and looked at the bones, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. A couple minutes has gone by. You haven't heard anything or seen anything.
We cautiously approach this mound and see what's going on with it.
Yeah, I think we have to head in that direction. I just hope there's nobody hiding right behind it, but I guess we'll find out.
Okay, so final offer. That's what we're doing. We're heading towards the mound cautiously, head
Yes.
on a swivel.
Yeah.
Airwalk, are you still up front? I'm always gonna assume that as well. The
That's a
Marching
safe
order.
assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always gonna assume
Hmm.
that. I know though you guys aren't stupid. And you guys would be tactical and you're okay. The party formation looked good as far as everybody else.
Yes.
Zadar and Talissa and Loman. Okay, kind of like
Yeah.
an arrow the way that I have it right now. In fact, right now is exactly what you guys are going in. So give or take give or take a few yards. You know, Airwalk will stay out in front. He's trying to stay at a good 100 paces, but
Cloak is up. Don't forget.
the what now?
I have my
Cloak of
cloak
Elvenkind.
Yeah,
activated.
right.
Yeah.
Cloak of Elvenkind. Oh yes, I have not forgotten about the
Fortunately,
cloak.
those apparently don't work against leeches. Damn it.
No, they don't. Yeah,
Fucking bummer. Expect a
yeah,
rebate on
yeah. I would definitely.
Complain to Romney.
that. Right. He's like, "Oh, you should have taken." You know what? I'm stopping for a minute, and I'm gonna walk back.
Hmm. To
And
Romney.
nope, Talissa,
What?
you're
What
a
now?
druid.
Uh-huh.
What now? Don't you know of any concoctions you can whip up to detract mosquitoes and leeches with
I've
your
been actually,
nature stuff?
yeah, I've been thinking about that, and
You have herbalism.
I do, I did gather some herbs too. I think I
Are you
have some
stopping and doing this?
dried leaves and herbs from the Temple of Ralashaz.
Okay.
Maybe we can rub these all over exposed skin to ward off these mosquitoes.
So you
I don't
guys
know
have
if it's
just
gonna work.
stopped where, like halfway there, and you're having this conversation about bug off.
Yes, yeah, I'm telling Airwalk these herbs might do the trick, and I hand
You
her some
got
herbs
any?
and say
You
just
got any birch bark?
You do.
work.
You do.
Well, yes, I do.
We can make that into a tar. That'll keep mosquitoes away. Rub it on our skin.
Yep.
Don't know if we have
How do
time
you
for
make
that right now.
how do you make birch bark into a tar? Just out of curiosity.
Well, if we need something like fish oil.
Have to heat it,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Loman,
we don't eat it.
I'm
Heat it
assuming you got off the
with the
back of
fire.
Zidar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if there's dry ground, I can walk.
Well,
Okay,
may-
yeah.
maybe we should not do that right now then.
Yeah,
But
let's focus on mission here. Airwalk.
although
So you're about 200 yards away, or yeah, you're about 200 yards away from the
should have
mound
done that earlier.
before
Well,
you got into this important conversation.
yeah, I'm starting wandering over to the mound, kind of stealthily, seeing if there's any windows.
What?
Windows.
Get
Are
out
we
of
moving?
here.
Are we moving as a part? Are we moving as a group, guys?
He's going off by himself, is the way it sounds. Because
Well,
this is
yeah,
I'm
if
wondering
this
why the fuck are
it's
we asking him?
conversations being protracted, I'm wandering off.
You're gonna wander forward in front of them.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you guys doing when he does this?
Zadar scratching his legs, watching everybody.
You guys are
It's
hanging
a
back.
filming, man. He's looking for a window.
Okay, so everybody's just standing there while Loman walks up, you know?
Well, I mean, Talissa's gonna say, um,
Yes.
she's gonna say, let's worry about the mosquito situation later. I know we're all in pain.
No, I'm not in
Let's see.
pain. I'm just sick and tired of hearing you guys scratch. You're making too much noise.
So Loman,
I brought off with me.
you're
Yes.
getting up closer and you can definitely smell you can smell death and carrion. Um, you're about maybe 100, 200 feet away from the backside of the mound. You don't see any openings on this side, but you do see the large footprints going around the front.
Okay, I'm gonna probably hold there and just keep an eye on it. And wait for the rest of the party.
Okay.
Okay, Talissa will walk towards Loman.
Talissa, you can definitely see that a large group of individuals, some human, some reptilian, have passed through. The tracks are very obvious when you get about halfway
Which
to Loman.
which way are the tracks going around the mound? Are they
South.
going?
They're veering away from the mound.
So if I were facing the mound, would they be going around to the left or around to the right?
The
Around the
right,
right of the mound.
the right,
Are
Okay.
like the
there
west.
are there any human tracks in this
Yes.
area?
Yes.
Where are they heading?
I mean, they're human-sized boot prints in the
Yeah.
ground. Yes.
Are there how many different sizes of boot prints do there appear to be?
Various.
And do they head towards the mound or do they head south too?
To the west, southwest, veering away from the mound.
Can we tell how fresh they are?
You're gonna guess, I mean, no, I mean, it hasn't rained, luckily, and there hasn't been any flooding in here recently, so you're gonna say maybe a week?
Okay.
And again, I mean, in most of the areas that you guys have been in, it's hard to find actual prints, but in this area, the ground is drier here. There's actually what appears to be kind of a trail, right? It's going right through the center of this. There's pools on the left and right of you, you know, to the east and west of you, but there is a dry patch that you can actually walk through, or semi-dry, right?
Well, I think we have to follow the tracks.
Or
Okay.
should we check out the mound more closely before we
I'm
move
gonna go
on?
around.
You're gonna have to pass right near it.
Oh, okay.
You want to go around though the whole thing and kind of
Yeah, I want to check out the
because
mound, see if
it's
there's any
small, right?
writing on it or.
Okay. All right.
Maybe
So
we go
Loman,
southeast
yeah, I'm gonna guess
around
that
it.
everybody is close to each other right now. So Loman, you kind of peeping around the other side. Well, you come around
You
the
want a
front
peep
of the
check?
mound. Yeah, please give me a peep check actually in the tower, please.
Yeah.
Do you have something similar to peeping? Is there really a peeping?
I have a
I
window
made it
peep
up for him.
skill.
It's my
You
special
do?
non-weapon yeah, it's a special non-weapon proficiency.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, so Loman, you're veering around. You're following the trail, but you're kind of keeping an eye to your east because you're trying to find what's in front of this mound, right? And you can see a black gaping eye socket, just a hole in the side, probably 15 to 20 feet in
Champion
diameter.
Mound, run.
15 to 20 feet in diameter. So it's like a cave set into the side of this thing.
Hmm.
There's a horrible smell wafting up. And as soon as you come around that corner, a gigantic lizard or reptilian creature materializes out of the dark. So like you come around the corner and you're looking and it's just a pitch black mall, right? And then this gigantic dinosaur looking creature just lunges out of it
Whoop.
with its mouth open like that. Like it almost can dislocate its jaw and open it like almost like a gator. So think uh y- think dinosaur like as far as the description, right? I don't know
Yeah.
if you particularly, but think like Tyrannosaurus Rex, but a little bit smaller and a boxier head than that. And the thing just comes charging at you.
Okay. Do you want a surprise check or?
I do want a surprise check, yes. Okay.
Give us that one.
Here, and I'm going to be nice because, again, this is why I asked, what are you guys doing and everything? Because you need to make assumptions, right? When you drop players on the map and shit. So I'll be kind right here and I'll say that the positioning was as such. Because I know you wouldn't let your intrepid gnome get too far off.
So
All right.
surprise checks are dex based?
Yeah, Dex can modify it.
Okay.
Yeah, dexterity can modify it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's essentially a die 10, and on a one.
Can, but not always.
Yeah, if you have high
every
dex,
Not in my situation.
yeah.
yeah. Well, check it out. So a surprise check in AD&D, or in 2E, I should say, is a die 10, and on a 1, 2, or 3, you're surprised. Now, that's just the most basic version of the rules. A bunch of things can modify that, right? Like can make it easier to get surprised or, or harder to get surprised. Bottom line is if you get something that has a negative in it, it definitely is a bad thing when it comes to surprise checks, right? Because you want to stay out of that 1 through 3 range. Some things are surprised on a 1 to 2 or, just depends. All right, so is it our low man? Let me do Talissa. I'm going to say Talissa is right here. And Arrowwalk with his bug off conversation be right here behind this tree. I'm gonna have to bio break again, like for like 2 seconds, guys.
Where were we and me and Talissa having the conversation?
Back up the road.
I was like 100 yards away.
Yep.
I so close to the hole when
Because
Loman was the one going up
I thought
there?
didn't you say that you guys were following him up? This is why I'm
Well,
asking.
Yeah, Talissa did.
Alyssa did. I didn't.
Okay, then you aren't here. Here we go. That good? Or off the map?
I don't know
Where do you
where
want
I
to
am.
be?
That's what I'm curious. How
How far
did they
back
go from
did
where we
you?
were talking?
Yeah. Then she left. So what did you
We
do?
were we
Then
were
she walked away.
talking we were talking before, like, north of the mound a bit.
All
So
right,
then I followed
I'll
Loman.
just say that you're 100 yards away. How's that? You didn't give me any specifics, so like that's why I said, are you moving with them? That's what I'm saying. So let's just say you're 100
The
yards up the
specifics
road.
would be no, I was not moving with them.
Okay, so you're 100 yards up the road. There, problem solved. There we go. 100
To the
yards up the
north of the
road.
mound? To the
To
north
the
of this
north.
cave?
The north. Yes, you were traveling south, so it would be to the north of the mound. All right, so let's see what we got here. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna drop these guys. One. Yes. Perfect. Can you see that, Loman?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
There we go.
Komodo, man.
You can thank Scoot for these.
That looks very familiar.
Yeah. So Scoot, you're off the map right now. I would say. Let me see. What's the distance? Oh yeah, you're off the map. You're north off the map. All right. So, and I'm just have you on here for the sake of not, you know. And this is why I ask, like, what is all right? I thought I heard everybody was proceeding up with Loman. I definitely heard my wife say it, and I didn't.
Your wife did say it.
Okay.
I just left Arawak just
She
standing
just
there.
walked away from me.
I just completely
While I
ignored
was
him.
still standing on the road, she just like, I'm in the middle of talking and she just walks away. And so I'm just like
Yeah.
standing there with a what the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna need intentions from Loman and Arawak.
Well, at this point, I'm going to start walking stealthily to where the fuck they all went.
Okay.
Because I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, Loman.
Okay, I am gonna be tumbling towards
Tumbling
the
into
mound.
water?
Okay, with tumbling, the movement is going to be at 1/3.
Yeah.
Obviously, you need to pass the check, but what exactly are you doing?
Tumbling to get over by the mound. How steep is the mound? Is that going to be a climb check to get up there?
No,
Oh,
the
okay.
grade is not that steep. So you want to
Okay.
get up on top of the mound. That's your intention.
Yes.
What's your movement?
Movement is 5.
Okay,
Oof.
so we're talking. Let's see here. You'll be able to get up to the foot of it, but you're not going to be able to transverse up to the top of it.
Yeah, so I want to be tumbling for the AC bonus. And
Yeah, I
so,
understand.
and I also probably wouldn't go straight. I'm probably going to be going like veering to the left a bit, sort of away from the.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Just go
Yeah.
ahead and give me a flat initiative on that.
Sure.
And Arawak, go ahead and give me a flat initiative.
Yeah.
In fact, Talissa and Zadar, you can give me a flat initiative as well.
Okay.
We're surprised though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I would have had you do it in the tower, but you're gonna fucking know. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you're gonna know. Okay, Arawak, you can see. Well, first of all, you hear a roar, right? and you
Okay.
see the gnome almost jump out of his boots and start heading. It looks like he's trying to zigzag his way over onto the top
Yep. Got it.
of the knoll.
So I'm getting my bow out, and I'm going to scurry down to about right there.
Okay. You can do that. Definitely.
Now,
Okay.
can I see what's coming out of there?
You definitely can see this gigantic ass reptilian monstrosity heading right towards Loman.
Can I take a shot?
Not this round, no.
Okay. All right. Then I am preparing to start unleashing hell upon this motherfucker.
Okay, so Zadar, what you see is this monstrosity coming running out of here, and almost as soon as your brain gets wrapped around the fact that there is literally a dinosaur coming at you, you see another one, almost the exact same size,
Jeez.
come out of the blackness. Loman,
Okay.
these two things got their mouth open and they're looking right at you.
Okay. So I'm tumbling away in this direction.
Give me a tumble check, please. You can do it in the open.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and apply the AC4 effect to you. You'll get it for the rest of the round.
Okay.
Which with you will be incredible. It's probably going to put you at a -5 because against large, well, you're 2, and then you're 4 more on top of that against large, and now you're tumbling as well. So you're definitely going to be hard to hit. You can get a little bit farther than that, man. You can
Okay.
get up, you can go exactly north of where you're at right now, about 10 feet.
Okay.
I'll allow that. Yeah.
Normal, solid ground.
Ground is solid in here. In fact, the map is pretty accurate. On the outskirts of what you see in this map is, some fetid pools and your typical shitty wetland. But right here, it's kind of like a dry, almost, island. Okay, Loman, go ahead and end your turn, please.
Okay.
Talissa, you can only stand in horror. You're just shocked about what you see. These two things coming out of the darkness. It startled you. There's no
Yeah.
better way to describe it. You were completely startled by this.
Got her.
Yep.
Oh, and my turn. I can't do
I got
anything,
it.
right?
I got it. Yeah, I already ended it. I'm just doing one thing, and I might have to run to the bathroom here. I had too much coffee. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's perfect. Come on. There we go. I didn't mean to beeline like that. Here. There we go. This thing closes in right in your face. Its breath is horrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
This one rushes. Towards you, Loman. Right up in your face. Intentions and initiative, I'll be right back.
Arrowing some shit the fuck out.
Okay.
Are they armored or covered in anything?
Scales.
Probably thick, leathery skin.
Yeah, good shit.
How the hell are we supposed to kill these things if they're like? So what's?
They're gonna be
Well,
pretty tough.
Did I give
feel like
the
they're gonna
greaves back to Zadar? And Zadar, are you fully plated?
Yeah, and I'm grasping my shield.
Okay.
And we kind of have him flanked all of a sudden.
No.
I'll be
Ish.
nice and say yes to
Not
that.
not in like technical terms, but I mean in terms of like
As
In
far as
5e terms.
strategic
Yeah.
spacing.
As far as the Greaves goes, I'll be nice and say yes right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Because if
So-
we got on hard ground, he was definitely gonna be like, "Hey, can I have,
Yeah.
can I have my greaves back?" There,
Oh,
son?"
whether my Greaves are back on, yeah.
Yeah.
see another creature come out of the darkness. This one's
What?
about a third the size.
The
Oh,
baby.
it's a little baby. We could take
So-
that one as a pet.
So,
Oh, that's a good
intentions,
idea.
guys. Airwalk, you were Bo Zadar.
Lighten up the night.
Me?
Yeah, you. What were you gonna do?
Swinging at Mama
In front of
Lizard here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll with your longsword. Make sure it's your fine one.
I need to target.
You don't need to target yet. Just roll your initiative.
Gotcha. I thought I
Talissa.
did.
No, you don't. You just on your action tab.
Oh, that
Wait.
was because I was surprised. I'm sorry.
Right. Talissa. Now I'm gonna help you guys out a little bit. You know, as a
Barkskin?
reminder, you can attempt Barkskin. Yeah.
And continue to tumble away from the thing.
Hopefully it gets off before the thing gets a swing at you, but you can definitely attempt that. Woman, you're trying to just get away from it.
I'm continuing to tumble up
Okay,
the hill.
Okay, go ahead and give me a tumble. Actually, let's see here.
He's got a thing against lizard breath.
Give me a tumble check.
Okay.
You can do tumble check in the open. Just give me a tumble check.
Yeah.
The effects on you if you fail it will just. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you can get up. It's not a steep climb, right? You can get up it, but you're gonna use most of your movement getting up to the top. So is that what you're doing? You're trying
Yeah.
to get to the top?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and move where you'd want to be up there. And I'll tell you if it's. You can go a little bit farther than that.
Hoping
so
that
desire.
this thing climbing after me will present a good target for Airwalk.
Thank you, little guy.
Go ahead and change your facing for me, just so I know where you're looking at. Oh, we didn't
Oh.
even like here. We didn't even
Oh,
we didn't even start the pointer. I just did right there though.
okay.
Oh fuck.
I passed it.
Oh, you passed it. Okay. All right. So this thing, as you tumble out of the way, it bites at you. You could just feel it just nip the little parts, man. Like right at your heels, this thing
Sure.
snaps its jaw down, and you dive out of the way. And it looks at you, looks like it's too much work, and turns its head, and starts heading this direction.
Which direction? Let's
Down
see where
here.
you're pointing.
I'll show you. Runs down here
Fuckers.
too hard.
Wait, he didn't want to climb up the hill?
No.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay. Oh, damn.
That sucks.
Oh,
Like, get on top
yeah.
of the mound.
Talissa, it bites at you, misses, but then whips its tail at you,
Yes.
and you are completely
Ouch.
interrupted trying to cast Barkskin.
Oh no.
No. Not good.
And this one takes a bite at you. Hits with its tail. You've been completely distracted. Airwalk.
All right, so that thing moved a while away from where I was anticipating. So
You don't have a clear shot.
I'm gonna make a break and get up on top of this hill with the little guy.
Okay. You can get up to the top and get one shot off. What's your movement?
120.
12. Okay.
I'm not going to get a shot off. I want to just get into that position over there.
You can move 60 and get a shot off if you would like.
No.
So you just want to move into position.
Yep.
He's going after the baby.
There you go.
Yeah,
Damn it,
stop.
woman. Hush. I'm going to try and jump down
Scramble.
and capture that thing, man. And
You scramble
pull
to
the
the
knife
top.
at its throat and make them
Lasso
back
it.
off.
The thing rushes its parents.
Oh, damn it. Boiled.
Talissa.
What is the term for running away? Withdrawing or?
Run
Yeah,
away.
withdraw.
There's either a retreat or withdrawal. Withdrawal will mean that you're going to go full defensive, half movement, backing up. Or is it 1/3? I always
I
confuse
think it's
this.
1/3.
Okay, my movement is 90. And
Yeah.
I want to get up on the hill, so
What are you trying to
so
do?
if I want to get on top of the mound.
What's a withdraw to the high ground?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go this way and this way.
You're definitely not going to be able to go through those creatures. Yes, you're
Like
going to have to
that.
go around. Yeah, you're going to have to waypoint around. So your movement is what?
9.
It's
30
9.
feet.
So 30 feet. You'll be able to go 30 feet.
I can only go 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay, I want to go like this, and I'm assuming those are just branches, so I'm not going to go all the way around. You know what I
You're
mean?
trying to get around those branches as far as you can get. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Right here. That's where you can get.
Okay.
Clear that pointer, please. I'll do it. That's where you can get. So you dive out of the way. You dive and the thing lashes out again with its tail, and you jump over it and kind of barrel roll out of the way. Zidar, you now have 3 monstrosities within melee range. You're going to get a single attack this round against these creatures. Next round, you will get 2 attacks. You can pick your targets with these. You have 2 possible targets. The one on the, let's say the southern one right there. So this one right here appears to be slightly bigger. Skin is darker. The one right here has kind of an orange tint and is just slightly smaller. And you can see what appears to be a baby trying to scramble between the parent's legs, but he can't get around them.
They think I'm dinner.
You have your
They
shield.
need a
correct?
can opener.
Yeah, I definitely reached for that as soon as I could.
Okay.
I mean, after I was surprised.
Oh, you absolutely could get to your shield, dude. That's unquestionable. Yeah, you're a trained fighter. You have that thing ready. Yeah, you were just shocked at the suddenness by which these things didn't even make any noise. It's like they were laying in there, and as soon as you came around the front, they just lunged, ambush.
I'm gonna lunge for the largest one and see if maybe that
Okay.
deters
you're gonna-
the others from
so you're
attacking.
gonna-
I don't know.
So what are you trying to do exactly? I mean, I know you're attacking, but
It's attacking the largest one.
Okay, so you're like
With
lunging.
longsword.
Okay, so you yell out as you run forward. This one above you bites down, and you catch it with the shield in the face, and you kind of shield bash it in the face and slice out at this one. So go ahead and roll for attack. These are large creatures, by the way, so you'll do more damage if you hit.
Kill it. More move.
Oh,
It's a
after
miss.
19.
Go ahead and end your turn, please. Okay. Just intentions and initiative, guys. You know the drill.
I'm getting out my
Doing
sling.
what I'm doing. I'm shooting arrows.
Okay, Zidar.
Swinging again, back swinging,
You'll get 2 attacks this round.
backhanding.
Talissa.
Backhandian? Is that what you said?
Backhanding.
Oh, is it
Backhandian is a good
Backhandian?
character name, though.
So Alyssa, just
Melissa is
a quick.
running
He can only
and
slap
getting
people.
her sling out at the same time,
So
running up onto
Talissa,
the mound.
for one thing, you burned the bark skin, and I'm just gonna help you out a little bit right here. You can still, you have cure light, right? You have a
Yeah, but I want to
potion of
get up on the
healing.
mound first.
I'm just reminding you. That's fine. You have you definitely you have a potion of healing which you can get out this round and actually drink it. You can't, bless isn't really gonna, well, actually bless will work against Loman and Airwalk. Just no one in melee.
Right.
And what else do you got here? Let's see. Just helping my wife out here. She's got
Well,
heat
I feel
metal.
like
You have slow poison. That was smart.
I just
And you have slings and you have a sickle. Yep.
yeah. I mean, I want to get up on the top of the mound.
That's safe
You can
ground.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
So
do
I'll-
that.
Oops, damn it. I did 2.
That's okay. It's 7, so I'll change it. You got a better initiative than the second one. There you go. Everybody done? Good. Do you see this baby kind of scramble around? Actually, I gotta measure this.
Damn, I'm all the way at the tail end. Holy fuck.
The baby scramble. Trying to get around, eagerly trying to get around. It's you're assuming it's parents. See it kind of disappear. Airwalk, you could see it kind of disappear through the bush, but at this angle you can actually get a shot at it. There's some low brush. So as a straight shot, you actually have all 3 of these creatures are in your field of fire. Talissa.
Can I go there?
Yes, you can. And you can actually pull out that potion and drink it if you'd like. And in fact, I think the potion that you have,
2 die 4 plus 2.
yeah, but and this is something that I haven't really looked at with these potions. Can't you take like a third of them or something like that?
No, that's the potion of
That's
extra healing.
extra healing, he can do that.
This is not that. Okay.
No.
This is
But
a one.
I have cure light wounds also.
Yeah, you can
So
attempt to do that next round, or you can drink the potion now.
you say I can drink the potion now?
You can drink the potion now, yes.
Oh.
It's on your belt. We specifically put it on your belt for this reason. You can definitely move and scramble up that hill. You've moved about 2/3.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, take the potion.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal myself.
Do you need me to? Do you know how to do that? Target yourself.
Yeah.
Nice hill. You have 7 back. That's a nice hill. Go ahead and end your turn.
Nice.
Loman.
Okay. Gonna step out from behind a brush and then fire at large reptile.
Okay. That's a hit. That is a hit.
And they're
I'm
large.
sorry, were you moving too? Were you moving as well?
Yeah,
Loman?
I shifted over. Do you see my move?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a hit.
Okay, and they're large.
Yeah, large. So the bullet flies true. You see it ping the thing in the back of the head, and as soon as you hit it, it turns its head and looks in your direction. Go ahead and end your turn.
Okay, do I have any more move?
Apparently these things just no.
Okay.
No. You can't split it up like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, these things tactically seem pretty easily distracted and not very bright.
Oh shit, he's coming straight for you now, Loman. And you're a little snack. Hey,
Okay,
Talissa. You're up here with me.
Zadar, this thing opens its mouth and lunges at you with a bite. And what happens is it lunges forward with its mouth open like that, and you shield bash it in the face, and its head goes back up. And as soon as it does that, it tries to spin around and spin its tail on you, and you block that with your shield as well.
Hmm.
This thing turns, or it had turned already. And it goes running.
Are these like bipedal or like
Or like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
okay, but they're not like
It's
humanoid?
actually going to get to the foot right here. Hold on. What now, Tommy? I'm sorry.
But they're not like humanoid.
What do you mean humanoid? No, they're not humanoid. They're reptilian.
Okay.
Like dinosaurs.
Yeah, they're like dinosaurs, exactly.
Okay.
So this thing,
Yeah.
it's big and clumsy like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and you can see that it's having a difficult time getting up this mound, Loman, but you could smell its putrid breath wafting up as it's just howling, it's roaring at you as it's trying to get up, and its feet are kind of slipping on the side of the mound because it's so heavy and awkward, but it's coming up towards you. Actually, it actually gets a bite at you, man. I'm sorry.
What, the mound isn't
I was
safe?
right within that. I was right within the range of biting you, and I'm gonna try to bite you.
Spencer, be
That was a
nice.
miss. No, I'm not nice anymore at this game.
Don't be
Zadar.
biting people.
Zadar,
So 2 attacks this round?
2 attacks this round.
Okay.
So it missed me?
It missed you, yes. You would know. Oh my god, that's a hit. Make sure roll
Nice.
damage with the large. So it's gonna be a D12 damage. Do you see that, Tommy? You never had to do it before. So do you see
Yeah,
on your sword?
yeah, I see it. I was just
Okay.
wondering what the difference is.
Yeah, it's for large enemies. They scale
Okay.
it differently in 2e. That's bullshit. I'm gonna give you. Well, it's +5, so
Still decent.
So I
yeah,
can do my second attack on the same target.
yeah, and you don't even need to delay it. Go ahead and make it now.
Okay.
It's at the end of the round. Just same. I'm gonna do the
I
same
haven't
thing.
gone.
Yeah, You're gonna
Bummer.
get to go, dude. You're gonna get both of your attacks. It's no use delaying it for that. Okay, go for it.
Gotcha. Well, it looks like I've only got one target. Is that so?
No, you have multiple targets. Everything is in your field of fire.
All right, I'm taking both shots at the one that's on Zadar.
Go ahead and roll for that. Yeah, there's only nice dice. That is a
Yeah, those
fumble.
dice are cool.
It's not a fumble.
That's a fumble. Just
A
kidding.
7's a fumble?
No, I'm fucking with you, man. Go ahead and roll your second attack.
I'm like, what the fuck?
No, I'm just screwing with you. So both arrows fly, and the second arrow, the first arrow was way off the mark. The second arrow looks like it just whizzed right past the thing's head. If it was just a little bit more to the left, that would have hit him right in the head. Contention's initiative, top of the 3rd round.
I'm not changing anything.
Okay. Very good.
Talissa's using the sling. Her sling.
Okay.
I'm attacking more frustratingly.
Okay.
Right?
It's a single attack round for you. Loman,
I'm tumbling.
you're tumbling. Okay. Okay, Loman. Wow, 1. It doesn't get better than that. Go ahead and give me a tumbling in the tower, or just do it in the open. Tumbling in the open. Okay, that's a success. Go ahead and apply the. It might actually be applied to you already. It is not applied to you. Go ahead and apply tumbling to yourself. That'll give you an AC bonus of 4. But again, you can't do anything else but tumble, and you're at 1/3 movement.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Oh, shit.
Am I gonna?
I tumble. Little fucking tumbler.
Well, I'm gonna tumble down the hill.
It's gonna look more like sliding on your ass and quickly barrel rolling out of the way.
Fair enough.
Okay, 1 second. You realize you're going past him and he's gonna get an attack of opportunity, right?
Well, can I do a tumble
Say-
as a withdraw?
No, it's one or the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then
it's
I
one
will
or the
end
other.
up.
You can't stack those together, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it's one or the other.
Okay, well, I'll just tumble so I'm not out of his threat range, so I'm in behind him.
Okay, you can do that. All right. So what happens is that you roll down almost between his legs, and you are now at the bottom of the hill, and the thing kind of looks.
And I'm trying to
confused.
draw his
Where did you go?
attention away from
Yeah,
Talissa and Airwalk.
yeah, and it has a confused look, like where did you go? As you how much did you? Oh, you succeeded by quite a bit. You see Baby come running up to you, Zadar. It's like an endless wave of reptilian horrors.
Mhm.
It bites at you, but you're able to whack it on the nose. Zadar, single attack. Choose your targets, or target, I should say.
Same.
Mama, okay,
Yeah. Well,
or daddy.
yeah, I
Looks like
guess.
it might be daddy because he's bigger, right?
Maybe it's a big female.
That is a miss. Go ahead and end your turn.
Oh.
You swing and the thing, it hits it, but the hide is just tough. It's tough. So let's see what happens here, Loman. He turns on you and attacks. It's a 50-50 right there. Almost hitting, the bite almost took your head off, but you were able to duck out of the way. The tail was very wide of the mark. This thing chomps at you, Sidar. Missing both times. Arawak.
Oh, putting some more arrows down range.
Okay. I've actually contemplated using the CNC like -8 4-shot thing. I like it.
As long
I
as you
like
don't do any
I like
-2
it.
to 2 shots.
I think doubling your attack at -8 is fair. I really do. That's a hit. That is a hit.
Nice.
In the shoulders of this thing. Go ahead and roll damage. I don't think there is a large with the
There's only
arrow.
one.
Yeah.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah,
nice
baby.
damage. Okay, so that arrow. Yep.
I
Go ahead
plucked
and
that arrow, man, and it's just like right in between
go ahead and
one of the folds in its
yeah,
body.
yeah, and it
It's
howls
another-
out. It howls out in pain, but actually is acting like the pain came from the human standing in front of it. It does not turn in your direction. Go ahead and take your second shot. It's again at the
And-
end of the round. I'll adjudicate the sequence of it
there's
if I
another
have to. That's
fucker
another
right
fucking
inside.
hit.
I'm splitting the arrow, man. That's already in him. Oh
Nice.
hell yeah!
Beautiful
Nice.
damage. Okay,
Whoa.
so the second arrow lands almost in the same exact spot as the first one, like a dartboard where you've just hit 20 twice in a row, and the arrows are kind of like this on the side, and it howls out in pain and lunges forward at Zadar. Talissa.
Sorry, Zadar.
Hmm.
Damn. Okay,
This thing's got some
Talissa.
fucking health.
You guys are extremely lucky. I cannot believe how lucky you are. I play tested this fight about 6 times, and it was brutal. What are you doing, Talissa? Slinging?
Talissa is slinging, and hold on, I just want to look at the range on this because I don't actually
You're within range.
know what it is. Okay.
It's normal range.
Okay. She's gonna sling this guy.
Swing.
Well, you see the bullet. You know, it was a good shot, but it almost hits Zidar because again they're kind of dancing. You are firing into melee right there,
Mm-hmm.
technically. So, but we'll worry about that next time. You know, the shot almost. You know, again they're dancing around and it just kind of flies past his head. Top of the 4th round, same thing, guys. You know the drill. This is a 2-attack round for you, Tommy. Keep track of it when I say it, because sometimes I get dyslexic. Just keep track of it. It's staggered, right? It's every other round from when you started making your attacks.
Okay.
Loman,
Thank you.
why? So your initiative's 8, Loman.
Yeah,
What were you
sorry, I
doing,
double
Loman?
clicked it.
That's okay. What were you doing?
Just tumbling around, keeping this one distracted.
Okay.
Doing gymnastics.
Yeah, he's doing gymnastics.
So like can't really tell what he's doing actually. He's kind of confused.
Well, he's being set upon here. Sorry. Why is that not? Oh, okay, there it is. All right, so the baby one lunges at you again, Zidar. The second, oh my God. Okay, there you go. So the tail was literally, I mean, it almost hit you in the face, but right at the last minute, you raised that shield and blocked it. You can see the roll right there. It was literally blocked by your shield. Loman, go ahead and give me a tumble. That's what you're doing. Tumble and
Yeah.
then the and open, please.
Ooh, close.
Yeah, that's very close. Is the effect still applied to you? Go ahead and apply the effect. And you can do 1/3 movement. And if you move out of its threat range, it is going to get a bite at you. Just remember
Yeah,
that.
so
Okay. You can do that. 5-foot shift. Okay. Talissa.
All right, Talissa's flinging.
Surprised by your guys' strategy. Not what I was expecting.
Ugh,
That is a
fucking
miss.
A.
Go ahead and end your turn.
She's useless.
It's a hard shot.
need to be getting your scythe out, and that's your strength.
I know, but maybe I should run up behind him.
Oh no, I hit once and I rolled a 1.
So, Loman, again, this thing bites and you feel it nip, just the force of those jaws clamping down. You feel it right at your neck. You almost got your head bitten off right there. Literally almost got your head bitten off.
Yeah.
This thing again is biting at Zidar. Fumbling spectacularly. Zidar, go ahead and target that thing and get a free shot.
Oh, damn, it slipped.
Yep.
Just damage.
Just click
or
on your
attack.
token. Attack. Click on your token. You already have it targeted. That's a miss. Airwalk.
Letting loose some more of those.
It's funny because
nice,
the
sexy
initiative is
arrows.
like perfect to just take care of the
Yes.
double attacks. You can take it now. So again, it's like right at the end of the round. So that's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him!
Oh,
Max
wow.
damage every
Oh
shot.
my God! Oh my God, dude.
Nice.
Okay, so
Fuck yes.
all right, so sequence
So
wise.
I'm like shooting at this thing and I'm trying to like hit in the same spot to just draw deeper and deeper into it in order to penetrate an artery. And it looks like I did.
You did. It cries out in pain, and actually the arrow went through the brain case of this thing and it falls forward. In fact, I needed dexterity from you. It technically was firing in the melee, but it's a large target and I don't give a shit at this point. I just wanted to run it quicker.
Who do you need a
But
dexterity from?
I wanted dexterity from Zidar. You'll know why in a minute. Just go ahead and
It's gonna fall on him.
No.
Death grip.
because I haven't been doing the fire into melee for this, but it's fine.
Well, it kind of makes sense in this case because
They're
it's large
large.
Oh, shit.
and Airwalk's kind of behind it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sidar, yeah, and I did the firing out of sequence, but only to speed up the combat. I should have had him delay, and then Zidar would have gotten an attack, and then Airwalk would have, and then Zidar would have. It was gonna go like back and forth like that because it was at the end of the round. So it's just like fuck it, take care of all uh, multi attacks on your turn when they're that close to the end of the round. Zidar, you like you're ready for fighting. You're a 100% focused on this monstrosity standing in front of you. You don't even know what's going up on the hill, right? You're so focused on dodging, you're getting attacked from all directions. But all of a sudden, you see an arrow just materialize out of the side of this thing's head, and it, without even a noise, its tongue just kind of hangs out like lolled over, and it falls over in front of you, and you dive and like barrel roll out of the way as this giant 8 foot tall behemoth just hits the ground, and it's the earth shattering, fall to the ground. And yeah, and you manage to dive out of the way and back up to your feet, which it's kind of shocking, but your main target has just hit the ground, its tongue's hanging out, but there is the smaller one that is still biting at you, uh right to your south. So you can do whatever you want. I'm just telling you your targets. Make sure. Yep, there you go. You did it.
How do I turn my facing?
Shift.
Oh, cool.
Shift and mouse wheel.
Fuck.
It's a single attack round as well. So go ahead and end your turn.
Wasn't that supposed to be the double attack round?
It's round 4, so
Or do
that's why.
attack of opportunities take those?
No, I thought it was your single attack round, to be honest. That's why you need to like keep.
I have tracked. This is my double attack. That's what I'm wondering why you're
Is
saying
it?
that.
Did I start at round 0? Then I must have started at round 0.
Well,
I
because
believe you. Go ahead and
surprise
take.
round.
Right. So go ahead and take your second one. It makes it easy for me to remember too, because it's going to be
So the
even.
surprise round was 1.
And that's what I thought.
No, surprise round was 0 because
Okay.
I've had 1 round of moving in, 1 round of
Mhm.
moving up to here, and then 2 rounds of shooting. So that's
I believe
4.
you. I believe you. I'm just, yeah, I totally believe you. All right. So go ahead and take your second attack.
So this
Or wait, because of that thing died. That was going to be my
No,
extra
no,
attack.
you don't need to worry about that. These targets
Okay.
are within proximity of you. You can easily switch the
Then
target.
yes, this should be my second attack.
There you go. Yeah, go ahead and roll. That's a hit.
Sweet.
Go ahead and roll. And this is large. Don't ignore the token. They are all large.
He's
The
gonna
other ones
kill
are
the
more like
baby on you, Airwalk.
giant, but they don't.
Don't kill it! I want a pet.
Oh god. Yeah, after you kill his dad, you think he's really gonna like you?
I'm kind of surprised. You
They
guys
don't
got
know any. They don't know better.
After
Yeah.
he says that, I swing harder.
okay.
I saved your life, man. Okay.
Oh
I
my
see.
god.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I can tell you killed it. So what happened?
Whoa.
I just chopped his head off.
Decap.
Oh.
Yeah,
Those are always nice. Nice. Yeah.
just a
Top of
little
the
guy.
fifth. Top of the fifth. It's not really little. It's actually large. It's about 6.5 feet tall.
Oh, damn,
Pretty
maybe I
big.
didn't decap that.
No, you could have. You're a pretty tall guy. You could have cleaved its head off.
I'm gonna
Half cap.
do a withdraw this time.
Okay.
A half capitation.
So you've Pez dispensered him, is
Mm.
what you're telling me. Got it. That's always a really nice visual right there.
It's a Greyhawk necktie.
A Greyhawk necktie.
Nice.
Zadar, you have the option of moving in, closing in. You could do whatever you want. Just let me know and roll your initiative.
I'd like to charge.
You can do that.
Cool. Do I need to do anything before initiative or wait till my round or
Just wait
turn?
till it's up. So,
Cool.
you want to charge with your sword? Is that what
Yeah.
you're trying to do? You can do that.
sword and shield, right?
Yeah. In fact, you would probably be like right here if you dived. I'll give it to you. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna give that to you. You'll be able to attack. I didn't realize Loman was standing right there at the
This
foot.
is-
You don't really have.
I would charge right through Loman.
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna be out of the way by the time he charges.
So you need a straight line to charge.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to charge.
But I'm not like. I mean, if I say that you can, you can. I'm not gonna. You know. It
Um,
depends. If Loman's. What were you doing, Loman?
Withdrawing.
Did you announce?
I'm withdrawing.
Yeah, but you wouldn't. Again, he wouldn't know that you're doing that, right? You know. So right now, as it stands, how about this? This makes perfect sense to me. If
Yeah.
and when his turn comes up and he wants to charge and he has a straight line, he can fucking charge. He doesn't need to announce that at the beginning and then because something changed, he can't do it.
Well,
That's the way I'm
yeah.
doing
For
it.
these guys, you don't. But if there were people who could set up a pike against them, you.
I'm going to
kind
make the
do.
decision and just not charge.
You can charge.
I don't want to
Go ahead.
charge.
Okay, go ahead and roll with your longsword, your initiative with your longsword.
I did.
Okay, you got it. Okay, this guy is gone. Loman, withdrawal at 1/3. Won't provoke an attack of opportunity.
That's about as far as I get.
Okay, it snaps at you again, right at your heels. You can feel the hot breath of this thing biting at you, but you easily step out of the way.
And
Go ahead
that's
and
it for me. I'll advance.
thing follows. In fact, yep, it does. It's a hit. It's a hit. Wait, do you have it on? Do you have?
Okay, I've got the tumbling is off, but
No, it shouldn't have hit you. You know why?
why?
Because you should have, because versus large creatures, you should have another 4 on top of that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's only saying a 2. There's an effect, but it only says 2 on it.
If size is greater or equal to large, you're supposed to get an AC bonus of 2.
I thought it was 4.
No, this is the way that I saw it in the book.
Oh, I
You can
thought.
check it. You can check it for me if you want, but what with this, that's going to be a miss because he hit AC 1. Okay, so hold on.
Yeah, so my base AC is 2. And yeah, with the bonus, it should be 0.
This is what you had. So you have. Yeah, but he hit AC 0.
Okay. Well, if the bonus is 2,
He hit AC 0.
it's 0. But if it's 4, which I think was what the original was, but I think you modified it. I think you nerfed it
No,
a
I
bit
changed
from
it.
the original.
I changed it. No, I didn't. I changed it back. I just changed it back. You can look it up.
Okay.
It's right on your sheet if you want to do a quick check on that. It should be on your. Yeah, I changed it back. Just check, double check.
Okay.
Just because it might be a kill for you. So
Yeah,
see if I
so
killed you or not.
the description under traits is due to size and quickness, forest gnomes receive a -4 bonus to their armor class whenever they
And it
fight
didn't hit you.
man-sized or larger creatures.
Man size?
Yeah, that's the original, but then you changed it to large and nerfed it to a 2.
Yeah, because man sized. Because okay, so it's 4
Yeah,
versus man sized or greater.
yeah. Well, remember,
So that would
the
put you
forest
at
gnome doesn't have
90% of the
infravision.
targets.
What?
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
that would put you at 90% of targets. You would be at a -3 or -2, right? Because it's fine. We'll just play it
Yeah.
like that. But so with this, yeah, it's fine. But I man sized, I'm kind of surprised at that. Okay, so it's AC 4 if size greater or equal to large AC 4, correct?
No, it's man size is the original.
I mean M, as size M.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying that. All right,
Oops,
so if
sorry.
target size greater or equal to M, AC 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I just put that on you. Let's see if I can drop the attack on you and if it works right now. Just happened. Come on.
I don't think the effect is coming through on, or is it?
I just set it on there. I can see it on there, but let me just see if it actually works when I drop it on you. Let me roll an attack. I'll just roll an attack. I'm dropping it on you and it's not doing anything. So here, let me just roll an attack. I'm curious. That's some crazy AC, dude. I just rolled a crit. That's hilarious. Let me roll it again. Yep, AC -2.
Okay.
I got it.
Cool.
Yep. You want to see it? There you go. AC -2. So, yeah, man. I mean, you're gonna have AC -2 versus almost everything because you have.
And then when I'm tumbling, it's -6.
Yeah. So you have leather, which puts you at 8, ring of
Yeah.
protection, which puts you at 6, dexterity, which puts you at 2, and then another
Yes.
4 for type M. Another 4 for type M or greater. Okay.
Yes. So
Right.
I'm an AC tank now.
Yeah.
Apparently. Fuck,
Apparently
dude.
so, dude. That's like a bit like wonky balance, but I mean, again, you are squishy, so.
Yes.
But yeah, that's the one thing about 2E that I'm a little bit about, dude, is some of this AC scaling. And I'm not just talking about your situation. I'm talking about like in general, like even plate. It's just like
Yeah.
you kind of have to get like enemies that have like THACO 15 or lower to even, have a.
Yeah, I
But
know.
anyways, we learned something.
Once a PC's equipped with plate, yeah, then it does like shift things.
That's why you got to tweak the THACO. You
Yeah.
just have to, because
Yeah.
some of these monsters don't have good enough THACO. They just never hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the stacking of the AC is something that if you could research that for me, that would be great. I'll research it myself, but that is some insane stacking. Like you went from 10 to -2 just on dexterity, racial trait, and
Leather armor
and
and ring of
and
protection.
yeah, and the ring of protection. It's the stacking. Yeah, I'll have to look into that, but that is some crazy stacking. Um, but it's fine. You would have been dead right there, most likely. Well, maybe not. What's your hit points?
Right. 12.
You might have survived that. You might have survived that. All right, so where was I? So this thing missed. Sorry, guys, we just had to check that because that was possibly a kill right there. Very possibly a kill. Always good to rule check on there, and I did nerf it, so I apologize, Loman. I remember looking at that going size M, like, you know,
Yeah.
L I can understand, but M,
Yeah.
like I'm still not sold on that with size M or greater, but we can discuss that later. Talissa, two dead reptiles down to your southern field of fire. You could see this gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex looking thing snapping at Loman. The gnome is diving out of the way. What do you do?
I am slinging, and this time it's gonna hit.
You're slinging.
Yes.
You are missing.
Oh,
Oh.
End your turn.
You are missing. End your turn. You're done.
and I'm done.
Now we had to do a rule check there, guys.
I'm
Okay,
afraid to get close to these things.
Zadar, you're not going to have a straight field charge
That's
at
fine.
him.
I'm
But you can.
casually jogging.
Okay, you can do that. I'm picturing him like Sir Lancelot, like jogging up the field.
Mhm.
And you're jogging up, you run right through those bushes right there that kind of like scratch you in the face, but you have your sword and shield out and you can get an attack off. You guys got so lucky, man. I can't even believe how lucky you guys got. Can't
Well,
fucking believe it.
skill.
It's all skill. Yes.
It's when you split up like that, I thought you were fucked. That's a hit.
Oh.
Ah,
That is a hit. That's a
Oh,
critical
nice.
hit. single attack
Nice.
round and your turn. Arawak, you gonna shoot into melee?
Am I really shooting into melee when I'm on the side and higher ground? I mean,
No,
Zildar's on the opposite side of
no,
them.
no, and that's why I gave it to you before. You're on top and the thing's large. You gonna shoot it? Go ahead and shoot
Fuck
it.
yeah.
You can definitely argue that point for sure. That's a hit.
Nice.
That's some,
Not as good this
Oh,
time.
disappointing.
Yeah,
3,
that's
yes.
sad damage now.
Not a
it's
6.
actually.
You spoiled us.
Go ahead and roll a second attack.
Yeah.
You're at the end of the round. Go ahead and roll your second attack.
I was
Miss.
pissed off because I didn't freaking pierce deep enough in that one.
Top of the 6th. You know the
there
drill.
we go. There we go.
Some good initiative, except for the +7 speed factor.
Yeah.
Everybody, initiatives.
don't know, but
Okay,
it's
yeah,
okay.
I'm
That's just 'cause it
tumbling
sounds
this
right to me.
turn. I need all the AC I can get.
You're kind of
Tumble right into that cave.
You're kind of exhausted right now, buddy, from tumbling for almost 6 minutes straight. So I would argue that
Well, I just
it's
withdrew that one. I tumbled what,
that's true.
twice?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So go ahead. You're top of the man. God, dude, you have an incredible initiative. Like
He's
that's
pacing himself.
I know.
yeah. So go ahead and roll. Go ahead and give me that, and you can do it in the
The
open.
check,
And
yeah.
You never have to. You never have to do that in the tower.
Not her. Not his first tumble.
That's. I mean, look at that. Look at that roll. Can you see
I
that
know.
roll? You can see that
This
roll. Look at
tumbling
that
is-
roll.
Yeah.
I would have given it to you just for that roll. That's like it doesn't
Fantastic
get any.
tumbling.
That's pretty much a critical success right there. When you do a skill check, Tommy, you know, like the lower the better. You just rolled a 1. It's like the best you can get
Yeah, I've been trying to get one of those. That'd be dope.
on skill check. Yeah. Where do you want to move to, Loman? Do you want to move?
Yeah, just kind of tumble over this way.
Back up the hill.
Yes, a little
Kind
bit.
of? Okay, it's kind of this thing's kind of facing Zadar. You can do that.
I picture him backflipping.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
got to be exhausted, dude, by now from doing it. It's a lot of effort. I'm gonna have to talk about that. It's a lot of effort to be doing that consecutively like that. You're diving, cartwheeling
That's,
around.
I guess, why
We
there's
took
no
a
skill
break on
check.
the last.
I mean,
Yeah, you took a break, but you're still in the middle of combat, and it's almost 7 rounds of that, minus
when
1 round.
you fail a tumble, what happens? You just don't get the bonus.
Don't get it. Yeah, you don't get the bonus. Another thing about tumbling too
You
is
just need
that
to add like a tumble
right.
fumble.
I gotta
No.
step away.
Okay.
So
No,
if
but
it's gonna be my turn to attack, I should do it now. So my wife needs me to fix something for her.
Oh
real
yeah,
quick.
go. It will
Yeah, do your
be.
turn.
Well, here we'll
It's
do
his
this.
turn right now.
Yeah, I'm
As if-
done.
Oh,
Oh, unless it's.
or it's the
No,
monsters.
it skipped over the monster. Here,
Oh,
we'll
okay.
do
Yeah.
this. I'll roll for you, Arawak. Go ahead and help your wife.
I got
I'll
it.
roll. Okay.
I want to roll my dice, damn it.
Yeah, you want to roll, but let me attack first. Okay, so he's gonna turn. This guy is just proving too hard to hit for him. Not an easy prey. Snapping its jaws twice. Arawak into thin air. That was at you, Zadar. It turned its attention from the gnat that keeps flying in and out of its face. It can't hit it. So that's a miss.
I still say have a tumble fumble.
There is a
All right,
fumble.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, there is. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Another weakness for tumble is that it's initiative, right? Like, so you can announce it up front and do the check, but you don't get any of those benefits until after your initiative, right? Or during and after your initiative.
Yeah.
So the only reason why he's getting it so quickly is because his initiative is the shit. Because he's got the dexterity adjustment. So he's been with tumble with him is crazy because like it's literally always at the top of the round. So it's like a boost of 4 always, like from the top. Um, yeah, and I'm just again, I have no problem with it. I'm just trying to use common sense for when you're doing that. Like to me, it would seem like it would be um, exhausting, but we can talk about that later.
Just have to
What am
have
I
like
doing?
diminishing returns or something like that.
Well, my movement is limited, right?
His
With
movement's
the
really limited.
like
I
It's
mean,
one third.
to do the
if you
tumble,
really
right?
think you shouldn't be able to do it again and again, that's what I'm saying. Add some kind of diminishing
I'm
return
okay with. Yeah,
or a
something.
Doing
fumble.
some flip. He's just doing some flips. I mean,
Zadar, you were up.
Olympians do it for like half
Swinging.
an hour.
With him, if he gets
That's
bit,
my opinion.
it's not good. You know what I mean? So I can understand the. Oh my
Finish him,
God,
Sidar.
Jesus Christ, you guys. Okay, that is a hit.
Yeah, fucking finish him.
That's a kill.
Nice.
So
The Dar's a
Loman.
beast.
So what was
Yeah.
happening is Loman is ducking and weaving through the battle the entire time, and the creature was frustrated. It got
Warlock probably did
frustrated.
more damage that
It
fight.
it tried it, it tried to move up the hill after him and started slipping and sliding because these things are dumb. They go for whatever is moving. That's how these things are. They're written that way too. Just to give you a little like meta backstory on these things. They're written exactly how I played them. They're stupid. They'll come out whatever moves you can easily distract them. They get hit, they'll turn on that person and go for that person. So snapping and biting at Loman as he's somersaulting and sliding on his ass down between its legs, it just can't hit it. Zadar came running up, so it's like fuck this. Starts biting at him, and Zadar, you took it down. So exactly how did you take this one down?
Raptarded. Um, a piercing blow for the neck.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Okay.
A thrust,
I'm glad
if you
Loman
will.
you saw. I'm glad you saw the nerf. Yeah, I was right. You were wrong. Because you got hit twice consecutively, and they were both at AC. Not only did you get hit, you got hit at AC 0, which was literally the cutoff. You know, the 2 points was like
Yes.
the game changer right there.
Yeah.
So it was like right at the amount twice, 2 in a row, which was like what the fuck. All right, so
Yeah.
and you have and that was at incredible AC. That's like at fucking All right, so we need to think about tumbling a little bit here. So we'll talk about it later, but I'm just gonna make note of it.
Sure.
Some type of
It was a good tactic. It was like
it's good, but I
basically,
bet I think if you're doing it consecutive, like I'll think about it. Let me think about it.
yeah.
Not a big tumble guy.
I like tumble. Like I just want to make sure things are challenging for everybody. Um, what was my other note? So okay, so Tommy, you took down 2 of those things, right? Yeah.
No. Well, yeah, the mom and the child.
The mom and the child.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 kills. Nice job, dude. You killed an entire fucking family. That's great.
Maybe there's eggs for Airwalk.
Oh yeah, and Airwalk's
Erwalk killed the father.
Yeah.
primary concern is like
To
what
support.
of getting a pet for a zoo or something. I don't know what he was
He's gonna
in the
train
middle
it
of doing.
to kill
Try to
things.
ride it.
They're
Yeah,
all raptarded. You can't train them.
there's totally these things are written that like if you know what they are, I'm not going to say what they are right now, but they have like the
Well, I
brain the
think
size of a pea.
I think John said what they were in the chat actually.
Yeah, the brain. Oh, John's in there.
Yeah.
I thought he was playing tonight.
No, their game didn't go off tonight.
Oh, I thought I saw them all on there. That's it. That sucks.
I don't think so.
I,
No.
eh. Well, guys, you don't see any immediate threats um, in the area right now. Therefore, I'm going to technically take you out of combat. That doesn't mean that you are necessarily out of combat. We'll see what happens.
We peek in the
But all
cave?
is, yeah, all
Oh,
is
go ahead.
quiet. I'm gonna unlock it right now. But again, I could say stop. There's a horrible smell here. Loman, you're covered in dirt again, but does it really matter at this point because all of
Yeah.
you are filthy? One thing that I will say, Zadar, is that you, and I should have mentioned this before, you're going to have to dry out your armor periodically
Mm-hmm.
and oil it, or else risk rust. This isn't something that Loman needs to worry about, Talissa or Arawak, because none of them are wearing steel or metal armor. But you definitely need to keep that in mind. Additionally, if you get into areas where you're having to trudge through waist deep or even knee deep water, you're going to have to remove the greaves, lest you're going to suffer some serious exhaustion from trying to get through this shit. So, with that being said, all is quiet. You have 3 corpses of gigantic reptilian corpses. They smell worse dead than they did alive, it would seem. One of them, I guess it's because
All right, I'm back.
one of them's mouth is hanging open.
You want to go in the cave, Arawak, see if there's any eggs?
Hell yeah.
Breakfast for dinner.
Yeah, I'm gonna light a
Okay, so-
torch.
Okay,
I don't want a torch.
you don't
okay,
need to light it either. We can just all theater the mind it right here. So
Oh, if Arawak wants to use his infravision, I'll defer
and you know what?
lighting a torch.
Okay, and I wanted to give this to you too for the stream here. There we go. Let's pull this up. I send you guys images a lot, but I forget to pull them up for the stream. So this is what these things look like in all their glory.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Very cool.
Yeah, this is a classic Greyhawk monster, by the way. I believe it's on the cover of one of those old Gary Giggets modules.
Gygax.
Gygax. Isle of Dread or something like that. I believe there's one on
Yep.
the cover.
Yeah.
Isle of Dread.
I'd like to run that one day, by the way. Okay, so no torch. Airwalk, you proceed in. Filthy, smells awful in here. There's more bones scattered about, half-eaten bodies of deer and other just small animals. No eggs. Just refuse and the remains of animals inside here.
No trinkets. No
You don't see
treasures.
any. You don't see any trinkets. You do see a human skeleton or a few, but it's just ripped and torn tunics and clothes.
Any
what you
attractive
see.
looking tunics?
No. Especially considering the fact that they've been bitten through and ripped apart by whatever
Any
consumed them.
jawbones?
There is some
Intact?
jawbones. Yes.
Any small sized humanoid jawbones?
Yeah. In fact, that's what I
Wanna-
thought you were asking for right there. Yeah. So it's a human skull and jawbone.
Small size humanoids, like gnome or halfling.
Yes.
How many?
I would say you're gonna find 2 intact.
I'm gonna grab them.
Okay. You can do that. The whole excursion of you rifling around inside this den is gonna take about 10 minutes. I'm gonna say you did a thorough search.
It doesn't
Yeah, I'm
continue on. It's just a hole.
No, it does not continue on. Yeah, it's a shallow cave. Okay, go ahead
I'm
and
gonna walk back out with
yeah.
the jawbones in hand, and I'm gonna look at Loman and say, "You came close to being part of this collection."
Zadar asks if anyone was bit.
No.
Ask if anyone was
Came
bit.
close. Oh, I think Talissa might have been bit.
Only tail swipes, I think, is what I saw.
Talissa
Okay.
got bit and swiped. She got hit
Yeah.
with both attacks simultaneously.
I think she just got
Yeah.
double tail swiped. I don't think she got bit.
There wasn't. It was. They only have a bite and a swipe.
But
A
it
hit
was
or
like back-to-back lizards,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
She missed both their bites and got hit by both
Maybe
their tails.
that's possible.
I just
But yeah.
wonder because these things usually have like poisonous mouths, like disgusting.
Well, you still feel. I mean, you don't feel too great. You're pretty tired from this excursion, but you don't feel sick yet.
Now, what time of day is it now?
Late afternoon.
Maybe we should camp on this mound, because probably nothing will come bother where these things were.
Yeah.
You think it's a little early? Don't we have
What
more
time is
daylight?
it?
You do.
50. I think we have a
It's
couple
late
more hours.
afternoon, but
Oh.
we're not going to be able to make it probably the rest of the way. And this is
Yeah, but I'm sure we can find a camping spot further down the way.
Airwalk, where are you from? You're from the Dimwood, correct?
I am from.
I guess
Where
if
the
it's,
fuck did that map go?
I guess it's wooded enough to get dark around this time.
Yeah.
Is this a woodlands?
Ish.
we're in the
No.
moors, Rushmoors, just south of the Dimwood.
Yeah, we're in the moors.
I thought that was to the
Not
north
enough
of
to
us.
be like a canopy or anything above us.
Yeah, the Dimwood's to the north of us.
The Dim. Yeah, no, there's no. Okay, so multiple people were talking. You're in
Yeah.
the Rushmoors. The Dimwood is to the north of you, and there's no canopy. Yeah, you're not sleeping under anything out here. You're in the moors. You're in the wetlands. I was asking Airwalk, where are you from originally? Is it, if I remember correctly, you had mentioned you're from the Dimwood, correct?
Is that what it's called?
It's called the Dim Forest.
In forest.
Here.
Thank you. Yes, I am from the dim forest
Okay, can you
on
give me a?
the between the two rivers.
Mhm.
So yes, this is that. Yes, 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 yes. What do you want me to roll for?
You don't need to roll it after what you just told me. You're gonna know that these creatures. I don't know how you could say it in Elven, but you know that the common folk refer to them as bone snappers, and you know that they usually have one child, one egg, and that that child hunts with them up to about 2 years of age or a year of age. I'm sorry, and then winds up going out on its own. So usually they're solitary creatures unless it's around the time of mating or when they're raising their child. After which point, when the child matures, they all kind of go. They don't really have a tight family unit, right? So there's usually if you encounter multiple of them, it's
Yep.
usually the parents and the child.
Yeah,
You would know this.
we could
Being
have
from
captured that bone chopper's child. But no, you had to show off.
What would you have done with him? Anyway,
yeah.
Well,
if you captured
we'd
him.
have to figure that out. Keep him on a leash.
Ah, that would have
Make
been
him think
interesting.
we're its family unit.
After we killed his parents right in front of him.
They don't think like that. Those things shoo off their kids after a year, and it's vicious too. It isn't like they
Seems
it isn't like they go rent him an apartment somewhere and help him pack up.
That's
They
breaking.
practically kill the thing.
Be right back, guys.
rather dangerous to have a bone
Yeah, it
snapper
seems
as a
like that would
pet.
be. They're not really malleable, right? But
So you didn't find any treasure in the cave, Arawak?
I found some of remains of some of possibly your cousins.
That's unfortunate.
Nothing but bones, and they've been eating pretty well, and it's been a lot of humanoids.
Hmm.
Tattered clothing, quite possibly some of these
Troglodytes?
folks coming past here
Hmm.
have been an occasional dinner treat.
You get
Thought I was gonna be next for dinner.
I thought that our little friend here was going to be next.
Well, I just tried to distract them till you
Mine.
guys could finish them.
Yeah, that was pretty
That was just
intense, man.
tending.
That was pretty intense. And yes, inside the cave there wasn't, and I want to be clear about that. There wasn't too many humanoids in there. I mean, there was several, but it wasn't like the entire cave was brimming with humanoid.
I hope I didn't convey that when I said what I said.
No, I just said I just want to make sure that that you guys know that at most maybe 3, 4, because there's a lot of animal carcasses and remains in there, but there was an occasional person and demi-human. So, um, but yeah, nothing, no weapon. And that's the odd thing, is that there's no weapons or trinkets that you guys could see, just ripped clothing. So you're gonna guess, ignore the time is evening. You're gonna guess it's late in the afternoon. So we're talking like, and remember this is fall, right? It's the equivalent of October, and it's about maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock right now. You would guess 4:30 at the latest.
I'm up for
Getting ducks
camping
in there.
here.
I think we should move on. Last time we followed your suggestion, we ended up getting attacked by leeches.
What are we doing, guys?
Well,
I mean, I
so
wouldn't mind.
compared to the other places we've seen in the Rushmores, how does this stack up as a camping site? Is the question.
Similar
At
to
least it's dry.
Yeah, so yeah, most of the time that you guys have been sitting and resting, you've found little patches of island patches or dry areas. This is probably the biggest patch of dry area that you guys have come across
Yeah,
during the day.
might be the last one we find for a while too.
And like I said, it's kind of like when you guys first entered the wetlands, it was like that first image I shared. I don't want to hunt it and pull it up right now, but looks kind of like the mirror of the dead from Lord of the Rings, where it's just flat
Yeah.
wetlands that stretch on. But the more that you guys proceed in, it becomes a little bit more wooded and more trees and brambles. It's not what I would call a swamp. It's like your typical marsh, right? It's like a mix between the two, kind of.
Yeah.
But without me getting you
Well,
know,
if we camp like
going
in
in
the
circles.
park and
Yes,
stuff.
to answer your query, yes, this is one of the more drier areas, if not the driest area that you guys have come across. Most certainly the largest area of dry land that you guys have come across.
I kind of need to bail at 9, so we could keep going.
Okay, that's fine. What are we doing, guys?
I say we keep moving.
For
I
how
want to get
long and
this
how
over
far?
with.
Okay.
Another hour, at least.
Loman? Talissa?
I'd like to camp here.
Okay. Vote?
Oh.
Fight? You guys fist fight? Like,
I'm gonna tumble around till Airwalk gets tired.
okay.
I'm
Do
just
that.
gonna tumble around until Airwalk finally sees my reason, and it's too late to go forward.
You got 20 seconds to decide. 20
Well, I can
Why
seconds.
20
understand
seconds?
why Loman would want
Because
to camp. He's
it's
tired. I mean, he's been tumbling and wading through fetid water for the last day, so
Well,
maybe we
I'm
should
gonna scout
camp
ahead
because
about an hour
Can we see
okay.
anything
with
in the
my
direction we're heading?
cloak on.
Well, yeah, if
Okay.
you scout ahead and find a better campsite or good campsite, then maybe you could come back and you could move there.
Okay, one at a time. What were you saying,
Was it?
Tommy?
That was it.
No, what were you saying? Can you see anything? I heard you say something, but I didn't catch all of it.
Can we see anything ahead?
No,
Okay.
just more of the same. Airwalk, you wanted to scout ahead for how far? About
About an hour.
okay. Loman, you and Talissa want to hang out here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys should all
I'll
just hang
I'll
back
I'll
and I'll
keep
go.
watch. I'll keep watch while Loman gets some rest, and then I'll go to sleep.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh, what the fuck was that? Okay. Let's see here. Sun goes down, at which right at that time. Sun goes down. Airwalk, you scout ahead. It's more of the same. You definitely, as the failing light goes down, your eyes begin to adjust. You do see periodic tracks, just like the ones that you guys have passed. So it would seem that you're on the correct trail. It's just more of the same, more wetlands. Sun has now gone down. Are you heading back? Or are you just going to stay out there?
Oh, I said I'd hike out for an hour, but it looks like we advanced time 2 hours.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do it 2 hours. I'm just asking,
I was
do
gonna
you
hike
have
out an hour just to see if there was some place that was equivalent to this to camp on, and then head back.
you could camp anywhere along the road. It's more of the same, but I mean,
And so I'll head back and tell them that it's more of the same of this for at least the
okay.
next hour.
Okay. Sounds good. Have you
It's
guys
getting dark now, though, so I don't know. Do you guys want to move down the
well, it
road?
would have been dark the first hour that you went out there because you left about 4 o'clock. So the sun was definitely going down by the way, or almost down by the way you by the time you turned around and started heading back. If you went out an hour,
Hmm.
yeah, 4 o'clock, early mid or late October.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sunsets around 6 here.
nah.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Okay, so have we broken camp? You guys, what are you guys doing? Fire? What? How are we doing this?
Yeah, a fire on the mound.
On top of the mound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I guess we could. Oh no, we don't want to go in their cave. It probably reeks there.
You could if you want.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't
it's kind
smell
of
very
smells.
good.
Yeah, no, it's pleasant.
It's up to you, though. I mean, if you want to go in the cave and sleep with the
No.
detritus, then
I don't want it. I don't want to go in there.
okay. Well, let's keep it simple here. You guys are making camp for the night. Let's just keep it simple and keep it going with this. Looks like we'll do the same thing we did last time as far as watch order would be Talissa and 1, Arrowwalk and 2 taking 2 shifts. Third watch would be Loman, and fourth watch would be Zidar. Okay. So let's just keep it simple with this thing. I believe that's 4 hours for you, Arrowwalk, correct?
Yep.
Nothing happens, nothing comes along. Airwalk, it comes to your watch. Nothing happens, nothing comes along. It's uneventful, except for the crickets and the incessant insects, which seem to have calmed down during the night. And it comes to Talissa's watch.
Hmm?
During this watch, you hear a rustling in the bushes, and by the torchlight, you don't see. You think it's something small, maybe a small lizard or a rat, but nothing reveals itself and nothing happens. Morning comes along. It is now, let's just say it's you guys have prepared everything. Let's just say you guys get up at like 5:30. Because that's probably when you'd be getting up. So apparently the creatures of these moors avoid this place because nothing came to interrupt you during the night. I guess the wildlife around the area has grown wise to the fact that you might not want to visit this area. But since you guys have cleaned out the terror of the mound, um,
The
seems you had
terror of
a
the
the
mound.
terror of the mound. Seems you guys have had a uneventful and peaceful night, or as restful as they could be in this horrible area. The trail leads to
Hmm.
the south. Tommy, I know you have to go in a few minutes. An airwalk, you would have again, you would have relayed that it's just more of the same. It's the path. It's a path. I mean, there is. I don't want to misdescribe it here. It is rough, like I was saying, just up even to getting to this point. It is rough in many places where it just becomes wetlands again, where you have to step through soggy dirt. Um, and definitely, this is one of the more drier areas. Even on your scouting ahead, this is definitely a drier, easier to walk on area. So just being clear on that. It's more rough travel up ahead. Romney had mentioned that it was a day's travel, a full day's travel from the edge of the Dimwood Forest to the mouth of the lair, and you have yet to come across the mouth of the lair. Unfortunately for you guys, he was not any more specific than that. Um, but one thing that you have going for you is you do have some tracks. Hopefully, they are the correct tracks, but it would seem that it's a definite possibility that they are, considering that a large group of humanoids and reptilians had moved through here. Balls in your court, guys.
Yeah, well, I'm
Got a
figuring
quick
it's.
question for you,
Oh,
Spencer.
Yep.
Is this reaping or is this harvester? Or
Let's
pitch
see.
well, I mean.
Uh,
Because if it's reaping, this is July.
well, then we'll just. Yeah, it's reaping.
Okay, so this is July.
Oh, I
This
thought
is
it
like
was.
July.
Okay. Well, we'll change that then. It's July. Reaping.
Okay.
Reaping sounds like October to me for obvious reasons. I don't understand.
Can
Yeah.
you reset the spells, or should I just untick
Yeah,
my
I'll
book
reset
thing?
them for you. Okay, so this is like midsummer right now.
So we
oh,
went to bed
Actually, high summer
early.
is what they call it.
oh, and
Okay.
Never got
Talissa, you'll
gnomes.
get 2
Or
hit points back.
Greyhawk.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you,
Oh,
Scoot. I'll remember that one.
yeah.
I think at
With the
some
long
point I
rest.
probably knew that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
if
The
you
what?
long
count the
rest, I'll
number of
get me.
months,
Mm-hmm.
including like the Need Fest, Grow Fest, Rich Fest, then it's 10, but those are only 1 week.
Got you. Yeah, the fest that they have at the end of each season
Yeah.
is like a week. Yeah, I know that. I just for some reason at some point I must have.
Because I remember when we were first playing, it was summer.
Well,
And
10.
then all of a
Isn't it a
sudden you're
12?
like, it's October. I'm
Well,
like, wait, what?
isn't it 12 months a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but
This is the
that's what.
seventh month, which is reaping.
Why does it say 25 10 576?
2510 because it's counting Need Fast as a month and Grow Fest as a month and Rich Fest as a month.
Got
And
it.
so it's thinking that there's 16 months in a year. if you look at the display.
That's why I thought it was October-ish reaping. That's why I thought, because I knew it was 12 months, right? And I've
Yep.
been looking. At some point, I knew that it was a summer, and then I must have forgotten with all the other things. But I'm looking at 10, and I'm going, okay, it aligns with October. I get it. In the name too. In the name too, right? Reaping, and 10. I'm like, okay, well, it's pretty obvious that that is, October right there. Reap Fest.
Well, and I guess patch well is in what we call October is when you're supposed to patch your wells for the winter. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. I don't
Maybe,
know. I'm making that
maybe,
up.
maybe.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. So spells
And
wise,
we need a long rest. We need a
I
long
gave it to
rest
you.
because
I gave it to you.
well, how come
I'll
I should have gotten 2 hit points back,
Oh no,
right?
you have to do that manually.
I'll do it manually for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right.
Who
Thank
else?
you.
You guys got lucky, dude. Lucky.
Yeah, it was skill,
It was
not luck.
skill. I'm sorry.
It was
Practical.
shield.
It was shield. Yeah, it was shield
Shield
and
and
large.
shield arrows and tumbling.
The arrow shots were great.
And Felissa just kind of stood
Loman
there.
almost got dead.
I
Loman
sent
almost
you
got dead.
an awesome
Keyword.
I will look at everything you sent after the game, dude. I appreciate it. I'll look at all of it. Don't think I'm not seeing it. I have I'm single core processor brain. Like the
True, he really is.
yeah, I have to, and when I
Oh, I
focus on
know.
something, I have to tunnel vision it.
But he can
Which is
figure out
fine. I can do a really good job
crazy
at that
things.
one thing.
Yep. Oh, I know.
So, um, let's see here. We got everybody's spells are reset. Good. Loman, how you looking, buddy?
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide what spells to
Oh, go ahead. Take your time. Everybody take their time. If you wanted to switch something out, by all means do it. Just let me know if it doesn't let you do it. I'll do it for you.
I need
So,
something to switch up.
so with spells, yeah, I'll post it in the chat. I'm thinking about doing something similar to CNC. You know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of
Yep.
allowing them to do that. And I'm also thinking
It
that
makes sense.
I think it does. And I also think that the 4 shots at -8 makes sense. I don't know how well it's going to scale in 2E
Mm.
because 2E is a little bit more like extremes, right? CC is a little bit more balanced. We'll see. But regardless,
You
I
can
mean,
always just play around with it and see
and
how it goes. And if it
I'm
doesn't go right,
yeah, I get it. I'm referring to the bow shots. As far as the spell goes, I don't see any problem with that at all.
The hour and a half thing.
Yeah.
Hour and a
And
half to
yeah,
kill
exactly.
something.
And in the morning, yeah, you want to explain it to Dwayne, babe?
What's that?
Well, yeah, the way I understand it in Castles and Crusades, if you,
He
well, at
probably
least if
knows
you're a
it.
druid, well, if you're a spellcaster, right, then you can,
yep.
and you need a certain spell that you didn't memorize that morning, you can take an hour and a half
It's 1 hour
to learn it.
meditation, and then
Oh,
10
okay.
minutes per spell level.
Oh, okay.
So, long story short, you can switch. You can wait and decide which stuff you want to cast as you need it, right? Or memorize as you need
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
If you
So you
take
don't
the
have to
time.
wait like a whole, you don't have to
Yeah.
Do a
So
sleep
do the
cycle.
whole thing.
what I do is I always pick the ones I know I'm probably going to need. So I load them out with like, your magic missiles and your fireballs and whatever, right? But I leave like 5 of the cantrips undecided, right? Utility shit. I leave the utility shit. I leave like 5 slots open where I don't know what I'm going to need. And when we get into a situation where it's like I need something, then I can just stop and take an hour plus 10 minutes per spell level to like pick what you know what I need to memorize water breathing right now because we just ran into this shit,
You did,
to me
right?
to make it like, and it
Exactly.
makes sense, right? Because
Yeah.
like in 2E it's like, all right, now we got to wait another fucking a full
Another day
day.
to go in
and
that pool.
exactly, it just doesn't, it slows it
Yeah.
down, dude. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do that. And a few other things too that CNC did really well. There's some things that I don't like about CNC, but there's some things they did a good job with. I'm not so sure I'm a fan of the siege engine or the saving throw situation, but combat wise and some of the other things is good. Um,
Yeah.
so what do we got, guys? Loman, you picking stuff out?
Yeah, I'm good. I picked my spells. I swapped one
What
out.
you got? What did you got, buddy?
3 cure lights and a darkness.
Oh shit, he went with the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Charlie Murphy,
Why
darkness.
the darkness? What?
You never seen Dave Chappelle show?
No, I'm questioning the darkness. I'm a little
It'd
worried
be
here.
interesting.
It's
Mm,
darknesses.
I'm gonna
Got
buckle my pants up a little tighter.
He's got charge, tumble, backs. I keep forgetting too, Loman. You need to get yourself a dagger, buddy, because you have backstab. You know, you too, Scoot.
Yeah, I've tried and I fucking fell on my face. Remember?
You can do it again. I got to try
I can fall on
trying
my
again.
face again.
You guys, do
Yeah,
you see?
I'm waiting until I hit like level 5.
I actually have a dagger. I just don't have proficiency.
Ah.
What kind of thief are you?
So, guys, do you see? I wanted to show you this. Scoot already knows about it, but I wanted to show everybody this.
I
Go
need
to your.
to eat and sleep.
Oh, go for it, Tommy. It's fine. You'll hear the end of it next time, dude. Or I'll post it. We'll keep
How
you
much
alive.
later are we going? Out of
I don't mean to cut
curiosity.
you short, but thank
20
you guys.
minutes. We go for
Okay.
3 hours
Night.
exactly.
Night, Tommy.
Good night. Thank you.
Good
night.
night, Tommy. Yeah, we always go for exactly 3 hours
Perfect.
when we
Man,
start
I got
late.
a 5:30 meeting.
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay,
ugly
so
day tomorrow.
so go to the combat tab and go to the weapons tab. And DC, Scoot, you already know this, but I'm showing Dwayne and my wife this. You see the button where it says act
Yes.
at the top? Remember that's there.
Ah,
Yeah.
So
Very
essentially,
important.
so essentially, what's going to happen is when you want to do something, and the lame example, but it's a good example, is I'm gonna fucking pull that lever, or no, I'm gonna cross the bridge when Grok pulls the lever, right?
yeah.
You roll an initiative 1 and Grok rolls a 7. Okay, so you're gonna fucking wait. So what you do is you just end your turn, and then when Grok's turn comes up, you hit that act button, and it's going
Yeah.
to put you right after him.
Yeah, that's
Now,
handy.
the same thing when I tell you when I mention we're going to get a little bit 1E-ish with weapon speeds, instead of always delaying and always going to the back of the bus, what we're going to do is on your staggered attack, your second attack, what you do is you add your weapon speed to your current initiative. Now,
Yes.
granted, 70, I'm going to say 70, 80% of the time, it's going to amount to the same fucking thing as hitting delay, right?
Yes.
Once you do the math, it's going to be the same thing. So just eyeball it, know your weapon speed, and go, you know what? That will put me before the end. Tell me, wait, continue your turn. When it gets to the point where we know that it's at that count, like segment 8, hit act, and it'll
Well,
put you
yeah,
right
like
there.
something like a dagger is only 2, right? So if you're adding
Yeah.
2, it's
There you go.
and you've got a low
There you go.
initiative,
It
right?
really is apparent with the light weapons, and it's what you just said right there is part of the reason why I didn't like it. I'm like,
My
really?
dagger's a fucking 1.
Yeah. So you're gonna be doing, and in that case, in the case where it's 1, I wouldn't even bother having you delay 1 segment. I would just say take both attacks in that round. It's a
I don't
minute.
get double attack with the fucking dagger.
I'm just saying, if the
Unfortunately.
weapon was 1, and it had, and you had
Yeah.
2 attacks, I would say I would take both of them. If the count is 1, take them both. So that being said, guys, you guys you weren't disturbed during the night, and as I said, the animals in the area appear to avoid this area like the plague. I can't imagine why. You
I
know,
need Dianea, man.
I can't imagine why.
Don't you have stuff like that, Talissa? Alarm and stuff?
No.
Oh, I didn't know. Is that even for
It is.
Is
We'll look at
2E
your
or is
spells.
that
She's learning her druid
okay?
spells.
Hey, can I pick up like mist sling bullets?
You can get half of them back.
Yeah, and arrows
Alright.
for arrow walk.
Yep.
Half.
Except with yeah,
So
why not?
if I
You're not
shot
gonna get the one
3,
you
I get
missed.
1 back?
You missed a few shots, so the
I
ones you
did.
missed. So I didn't keep
I'm not
track of
gonna
it.
get the one I shot.
So you're not gonna get the 3 that you hit him with 3 or 4. I'm gonna say you're
Yeah.
gonna get four arrows back.
Okay, 4.
Yeah.
That's
And Talissa, you're gonna get 4 bullets back because some of them are.
I only
But
Damn.
shot.
I hit 5 then. Wow.
you hit
That's
hit
awesome.
quite a few times.
That was a fucking good roll there, man.
I actually have the log saved too, so we can go back through it. You know the
Yeah, you got 3 6s and 2 3s.
yeah.
5 arrows.
This was an
Only shot 3.
interesting game, interesting
That's
combat
60.
in this one. I play tested it multiple times and it was brutal.
Never
Like
playtesting ever works because your
no,
players
no,
will fuck you
no,
up.
no, no. I just wanted to see how tough it
Yeah.
was. It was doable. It was doable, but tough. But you guys got lucky with a few things. A few times that I played it, one person got dropped.
Oh, Talissa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I knew my gambit of tumbling was risky because if I got hit, there was a good chance I was going down.
Yeah, these things. Yeah. So, all right. So, did you get your bullets back, Talissa?
Only says I only shot 3 and I got 1 back. Or 2 back. Actually, I have maybe I used a stone on one of them because.
You did. I saw it.
Okay, can I get
And
that one back?
and
There's
frankly,
lots of
For
stones around, I would
sake.
imagine.
yeah. Yep.
Alyssa.
I just take the bullets back.
Yeah, you're good.
I took
You're good. I'm looking at it right now. You're good. Your sheet is correct. All right, guys. What are we doing?
Heading south, I guess.
South it is.
Following the trail.
Okay. Anybody? Any objections from anybody? No? Going once? Going twice?
No.
Okay. You guys head south. It's a little cooler today. Seems like you're kind of, I mean, you didn't get the best night of sleep, right? But it was enough. You're kind of frustrated at Romney. I'm putting words into your character's mouth, but he did mention that you guys would reach your query by the end of the first day, and we are well past the first day, and you have not reached your query, and you've been sucked on by leeches and waylaid by gigantic reptilian monstrosities. So you continue on down the road with your heads held high for about 2 hours. Off in the far distance to the east, you do see shadowy shapes moving. Maybe 3, maybe 4 shapes. You're going to guess probably a mile away, but they kind of disappear into the haze. And shortly after that, you guys see something else. If I can pull it up, which I will pull it up. So hold on. Perfect. This. You're gonna guess it's like breakfast time, right? Okay, so we're talking like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's starting to get humid, starting to heat up. That sun is starting to peek through that haze, and you're already sweating. It's not a good feeling to be sweating like early in the morning. It's never a good way to wake up. Um,
Mhm.
so after a wearisome trek through an endless sea of rushed, you see a low barrier up ahead. Soon thereafter, you reach this barrier, a circular dike made from mud and wood. The dike holds the swamp water back from a small island of dry land barely 50 feet across. Near the center of this land, there is a gaping hole into the ground.
Oh, let's flood the place.
You see a muddy set of wooden stairs descending into the earth. The corridor within looks to be about 10 feet high and some distance wide.
Loman, do you got water breathing?
No, I do not.
So, that being said, with the water breathing and the flooding and all that, just give me a moment while I put you guys on here so I can explain something to you. I'm actually going to turn off the line of sight. There we go. Because we don't need it for this.
Too
Everybody
much
see the
for-
map?
No,
Loading.
I see it now. I do.
So there's a dike. So because I knew Arawak would be the one to ask, breaking this dike and flooding it, it's so funny, dude. It's so funny.
He's
I
like
knew it.
prepping for
It's
Airwalk
fucking
and his
dead, dude.
destructive nature.
It's no, it's actually in the module. If somebody asks this, but it makes sense. So destroying this dike is not going to just flood this fucking shit down the hole or whatever is down the hole immediately, right? It's going to be a slow process.
Yeah.
Okay. But you could, destroy one of the walls or many of the walls here. It's going to take you some time to do it. These are, I mean, we're not talking like tiny, just a few rocks piled up. Like someone really took the time to make a gigantic dam around this thing.
Now, if we flood the thing, then aren't we kill? I mean, we don't want to kill the
Yeah,
people.
what
we're
about
trying
the
to save.
townspeople here? Yeah.
They're all part of it.
There must be
Or
some
by
magic
attrition.
at the at work that's
Now, Romney did say, and this is not a retcon, he did say that that the lair was underground and surrounded by a levee. So it would be quite the
This.
coincidence. Yeah,
Oh,
he
we
did.
know this is the place.
He
This
he
is it.
definitely described this what you guys are seeing.
Hmm. What did you say the entrance to this place looks like? Is it
Muddy
going
steps going
down?
down. Yep.
Wooden.
Muddy
Wooden
wooden
steps
steps.
going down.
Yep. Very steep.
Um,
Very wet.
is
Very
it
steep.
dark
Dark.
down there?
10 feet wide and so many as high.
I want to have a peep down there.
You may do so. Describe your peeping to me.
Looking for a window.
Here over the edge. I think we should go down and check it out.
You're gonna peer. Are you gonna peer over the edge, or are you actually
Yeah.
going to head down a little bit?
No, I'm peering over the edge.
Okay, peering over the edge reveals a damp. So a damp, kind of moldy smell wafts up and hits you in the face. And even after your eyes adjust, it really just kind of looking down there, you can't see more than 20 feet, maybe 30 feet. I mean, before it disappears, kind of, under the, because you're looking at it at an angle. Um, Pitch black. You can hear dripping. Lots of dripping going on in there. Once everybody quiets down, and you kind of put your head in there and you're looking around. But yeah, very damp, very moldy smelling. You can tell. Oh, this is one thing that you would definitely, especially you, Loman. It's not stonework. This was dug out of the soggy earth, and there is no stone walls like reinforcing. It's literally just soggy, wet earth, and you can see that there's moldering timber, like I-beams, supports like every 10 feet until it disappears into the darkness and you can't see any further. And you don't have dark vision, correct? You
No,
don't.
I do not.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what you see.
think we should go down and investigate.
8 months,
Oh.
guys. 8 months. We're here. 8 months later, guys. But it's
Well,
been
In
not
2
game
game
weeks.
time,
time.
it's been 8 months.
No.
It's been a
In
few weeks.
playtime, it's been 8 months. In game time, it's been 2 weeks.
Okay, I was gonna be
Isn't
like,
that's
"Fuck,
very
we are slow."
that's very D&D-ish, don't you think? You know,
Yeah.
like it's been
Yeah.
2 weeks in game time. How long has it been? 8 months.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
how many games do you guys have on your shelf? Oh, like 80, 90 modules. Oh, okay. Do the math on that.
Yeah.
Maybe like 98 years old and you finished like a third of them.
Yeah.
If that.
If oh
If
no,
that.
I
That's
think
like
it'll take
that's
a
highball.
yeah.
That's highballing it.
You'd have to be running multiple games per week to get through
That
that many.
And
Dwayne,
6 to 8 hours a game.
in 6 to 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Full time.
that's why sometimes railroading is always frowned upon, but sometimes you have to railroad
You
a
gotta
little
push
bit.
things
You
along.
gotta fucking
Yeah.
push it, dude. It's like you don't need to, like everything, it's a balance. But
Yeah.
anyways, back to this. There is one thing up inside of here. There is a dead tree right here.
Yeah.
Airwalk, do you want to scout down the hole?
I want to burn this tree.
Zach.
That's gonna draw attention. Come on,
There's
man.
there's
Wait,
always
what is
one.
this? What is this dike made out of?
Oh,
First and
Stone,
foremost.
we're not going
stone,
to destroy the dike.
clay,
Fun.
mud, stone.
Stone, clay, mud. Okay.
hmm
Oh,
gonna
so I
kill the
pull my
townspeople.
my hood over my head and go quietly as I can to the stairs and begin to skulk my way down.
Okay, with the cloak.
Dagger in +1. No. Short sword in hand.
Okay, so I need a rule check really quick, or a description, as it were. This cloak. Is this cloak literally the way that I'm describing it, or that I'm hearing it described to me? Is it's literally like drinking a potion of invisibility?
It's
No.
pretty close. It's like
It's pretty damn
90%
close.
undetectable or
Wow.
something.
Nearly is invisible, to be nearly invisible. And it's got chameleon-like power, so it blends. So outdoors, in natural surroundings, it's almost totally invisible. Inside of other surroundings,
Indoor. Give me a check on
so
indoor.
underground,
Yeah.
it's 95% invisible to torch lantern light, 90% invisible to infravision, and 50% invisible to a light spell or a continual light spell.
Why even say 95? I mean, that's like
I know.
And why
It's-
even say that?
There's a
That's like,
5% chance that you're detected. It's
so
the it's the whole premise of AD&D that there's always a chance.
yeah, I get that, but what happens when you start moving around and engaging in combat?
If
You're
you
completely visible.
violently are moving or hastily moving,
Yeah.
you're easily seen
Okay.
as if you weren't wearing it.
There we go. So as long you have to be actively skulking around,
Mhm.
sulking around to do
Yep.
it. Once you've engaged in combat, all bets are off. There's no
Yeah, the
rolls
minute you
or
do
anything.
something violent type of
Or
movement
not
or
even just
action or
combat.
fast.
Yeah, not even
Yeah.
just combat. Just like normal movement, not skulking movement. Like
Well,
even
hasty movement.
yeah.
So if I were just walking normally, it'd be
I would
fine. If I started to move hastily, there's a
Yeah.
difference between hastily and normal.
Yeah, I know that. But there's dungeon movement and then there's outdoor movement. I would argue that we're talking dungeon movement.
I'm
I'll
going to
look into
argue
it.
that it's normal movement because it's the same thing in urban surroundings as it is in outdoor surroundings.
Which I
So it's
find,
outdoor.
yeah, I mean, kind of blending in with the crowd, I guess. I don't know. It sounds like a cloak of invisibility to me, but it's not. It's like kind of, I get it. It's kind of like blending around, but that seems,
It's chameleon-like.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's kind of like
the
chameleon-like.
more like
chameleon
Predator.
cloak. Yeah.
It's like the cloak in The Hobbit when they put it on and they all of a sudden look like rock when they fall down the hill in front of the black gates and shit.
Yep.
Frodo and Sam. It's like that.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So what do we? So didn't mean to sidetrack. I just wanted to make sure I understood that magical item clearly.
Yeah, so I'm being extra cautious because that's just how Airwalk operates.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you, and you're going down the stairs. What's everybody else doing?
Hopefully waiting
We're
and
waiting
staying
up
at least
top. Yeah.
100 feet
Yeah,
away
we're
from me.
gonna wait.
Yeah.
You guys are waiting up top.
Yes. And watching, making sure there are no parties approaching.
Okay, Airwalk, can you give me a dexterity in the tower, please?
So this is something I won't know I fail. Awesome.
Maybe.
Well, it's not a maybe because if I knew I was going to
It's
fail,
maybe.
then
All right, Airwalk. Let's see here. What do we got, buddy? What do we got for you?
do I have a skill that would have substituted for that?
No, I'll let
Damn
you
it!
know.
Damn it!
I
I'm
got you covered.
trying.
I got you covered. It's okay. Keep me on my toes. I'm learning how to do my job better. So, Airwalk, heading down so these steps are extremely steep.
hmm
Okay.
Hence why
Like,
I'm going slowly.
yeah, I know. Let me finish. I know. I totally know you're going slowly and your head is on a I know. So you're standing, I'm just describing to you that they're extremely steep. With
Yep.
each step that you take, as your eyes slowly start, they've adjusted, right? Once you've gotten down to where the light is kind of is dim, far
hmm
enough away, 20, 30 feet,
Yep.
your eyes start adjusting. Some of the boards that you step on creak loudly under your feet. There's nothing you can do about that. It's just fucking these. The boards are wet and rotted, and just some of them creak. And as Loman had pointed out, this appears to have been excavated from the surrounding dirt. It's not rock. In fact, you don't see any rock. You just see some roots kind of poking out from the side, and everywhere it's dripping water. It's a mud dungeon. So you head down. You must have walked probably 100 feet. And I mean,
hmm
the angle is like, we're talking like almost an 80-degree angle slope, right? Like it's this. Like, great design, guys, whoever designed this, right? Someone could definitely eat their shit on these stairs, is what I'm trying to convey. So as you near the bottom, there's still a dim light from the top, but I would rule that it's so dim in here that your eyes have adjusted for your dark vision, so you can clearly see that it opens up into a room at the bottom, and you can see torchlight at the bottom. You don't hear anything, and it's probably about, I would guess, roughly 50 feet up.
Okay.
You're at an angle where someone would have to be standing in the opening at the bottom and looking up to actually see you, and you've stopped right about at that cutoff point.
hmm
And that's it. You can see stone flag, and you can see that the room at the bottom, it's dirty, but there's stone flagons for the
Okay.
floor work. And that's all you can see from that angle or hear, apart from the dripping, of course.
And the sense, the smell.
You don't sense anything.
No, the scent. SCENT.
Scent is exactly what I was describing to Loman. It's just
Okay.
wet,
Wet,
moldery
mildewy,
earth.
moldy, yuck.
Mildewy is exactly the word I was looking for, yes.
Perfect. Awesome. I love it. Listening very carefully. Do I hear any activity or movement?
Yeah, you don't hear any off the top of your head, but you can, if you so desire, give me a listen roll in the tower.
I do desire. I just can't fucking find it. Oh, there it is.
You don't hear anything. I'll take that back. What you do hear is you can hear torch burning and the dripping, but you don't hear anything else from what you already guessed was there.
How can I see the torches?
No, you can just see the light. Can't see the sconce in the wall. But you can definitely hear it burning. You can hear like the popping and crackling, right? And you can see the light, but you're at an
I'm
angle.
gonna take a couple more. I'm gonna crouch down. Am I able to crouch down
You can crouch, yeah.
and get a better view of the area?
You're gonna have to move down about 10 feet if you want to see the ceiling area of the room.
Alright, well, incrementally, I'm going to
Okay.
slowly, in a crouch state, if I can move down the stairs in a
Yeah.
crouch state,
You can do that.
that's what I'm
Okay.
gonna do
Okay.
until either I see something
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you start
or I get
slow.
shot at by an arrow.
So, so, all right. So, arrow walk. You creep down very slowly and incrementally. You have what weapon do you have out? Your short
Short
sword?
sword.
Okay, you have your short sword out. The water keeps hitting you and dripping in your face, and sometimes the mud. And one dropped like right in your eye, and you had to wipe your eye. The mud went right in your eye. You don't see anything. As you start to get lower into the room, you do notice that there's or lower on the stairs, and the angle becomes one from which you can actually make out the geometry of the room a little bit. You notice that it's a wide room, and you can see that there's a torch set on the far end of the wall. You still don't hear anything, and you are
Wide in what direction? Like away from me wide or left to right from me wide?
left to right, side to side.
Okay. And
Yeah.
when you say
So
far wall, you mean a far wall across from me or
from
far wall
across
to the
from you,
right or left? Okay.
across from you. So across from you, yes, exactly, across from you.
Okay.
So you're close to the jam right now.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Listening again.
You don't hear anything.
Can I look? Can I get low enough to look or do I need to move down a little bit more?
You already are low enough to see the geometry of the room. What exactly are you trying to do?
See if there's any. Am I capable of seeing all areas of the room and ascertaining if there's something in there?
No, you can only see the far end and what's in your vision, which is like what? It's like a little less than 180 degrees in front of you, right? Because you're not standing in the jam, so you obviously can't see what's to the left or right of the door, but you can see the opposite end of the room and like this.
Okay.
So what is that? Like 100-degree arc?
Well, let's step forward a little bit, tiny bit. Well, actually, I'm going to look around in this area to see if there's a tripwire or something of that nature, something that's going to.
No, you don't see anything like that. Even in the dim light, you can easily make out there's just wooden, creaky, wooden, rotted, moldering steps, which have definitely creaked quite a bit on your way down, despite your best efforts to be quiet.
Yeah, I'm heading back up slowly, quietly.
Okay. Okay.
Well, creakily, I guess.
Yeah. 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 There's
And I'm
nothing you
going
can
to
do
let
about
the
your.
party know that I can't sneak down there successfully because them fucking stairs are trash.
It's pretty much
So
it. And your weight.
if I went further into there and there's something in there, it's gonna have the drop on me.
Yeah.
And we know how those troglodytes like to blend in with the fucking wall.
Oh, that's just mean, Scoot. That's just. That's so
Dude, they did it to me.
that's so unfair. That's so unfair.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
that's
is
so
unfair that they
unfair.
blend into the damn walls.
I know.
Fuckers.
Well, now you do the same.
Because I made so much noise
Oh.
coming down.
Yeah.
You
But
can't
you
He's
do
a hundred.
blend into
navigate
the
these.
wall.
You can't navigate these steps.
Yeah, he's 130 pounds. The steps are an 80 degree. They're 80 degree down. You got to be walking very carefully just to get down them. And on top of that, they're just completely soaked and creaking. And there's not any way to avoid that unless he was to spider crawl along the wall
And then
down.
I look over at Loman. Do you have some kind of magics or utilisa to make me be able to climb the walls?
We should do that, guys. To Loman and Talissa,
Yeah.
we should definitely do what we were talking about, the hour and the 10-minute per
Yeah.
spell level, so that we could in situations like this,
Mm-hmm.
utility it out. So I think
Yeah.
that's where we're gonna end it
What
there
kind of
for tonight,
spell would
guys,
that
because
be?
we're at
Cool.
Yeah,
9:30.
I'm
I think
Yeah.
it's a good place to stop it. But
confused.
but I encourage you to think about your spells. Look in the look in the player's handbook, but also look in the Tome of Magic and anywhere else. Any spell that you guys find, just if it's like a non kind of from the Tome of Magic or one of those other books, just clear it with me first if it's a little crazy, because some of those things aren't that well thought out of. Uh,
Right?
Hmm.
but some of them are, it's just like the kits, right? I've
Yep.
learned the hard way. It's like some of the stuff is like I'm learning to like clear some shit, before I allow it now because of the way that it's written. Um, but think about it, and then we'll do that where so it's pretty simple. So it's an hour and 10 minutes per spell level, right?
Yep.
That's
1 hour
yeah.
meditation period and then 10 minutes per spell level beyond 1 hour. So 1 hour gets you to the place where you can memorize the
Yeah.
spell, and then it's 10 minutes per spell level, not an hour and 10 minutes per spell level.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
could do three
that's
first
what I
level
meant.
spells in an hour and 30
I said it.
minutes.
I guess I said it wrong, but that's exactly what I
An
meant.
hour,
That's exactly what I meant. Just an
hour
hour to get to
base.
that place, and then 10
Yep.
minutes per spell level. So, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. It was a run-on sentence. So yeah, think about it. Think about it. What were you gonna say, babe?
I don't
You don't
know.
remember? That's okay.
No.
Sound like she was saying
I don't
goodnight.
think
No, I think she was talking about a
I'm
spell
tired.
like spider climb or something.
You were reading you were reading my mind then, because I don't think I said anything. I was thinking about spells, but I didn't say anything
You
out
have
loud.
heat metal. You have heat metal, which is badass. I didn't even realize how badass that was until Dwayne, or I think it was you, Dwayne, used it, and I was like, "Holy shit,
Oh yeah,
dude!"
heat metal's a pretty cool spell.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
What would you use it on?
Someone
Somebody
wearing
get white
armor.
mail.
yeah. Someone
Oh,
give,
like the enemy?
yeah,
Zadar.
someone
Like
give her,
heat them up?
yeah, someone give her a good example, like a funny example of heat metal.
Well,
One would be to heat the metal of somebody's weapon in their hand. They
That
have
was
to
a good
yeah,
drop
one.
it.
they have to
That's a good
drop
one.
it, and then their armor, and then they start taking damage. So they either
Yep.
have to take off the armor, or they suck up a lot of damage.
Is it a touch spell?
No, I don't think so. I think it's got
I thought it
range.
was.
It depends
That's
on
what you
the
said.
edition, I think.
No, it's range 40 yards. Area of effect. Area of effect.
Oh, it's
Special.
an
Okay.
AoE.
No, it's not. It's just
special?
the area of effect is special. The range is 40 yards.
Yeah.
Duration 7 rounds. Casting time 5. Save special. It's yeah. So by means of heat metal, Elven chainmail is not a fucking course. Magical metal armor receives an item
What does
save.
it say?
Elven chain's not affected.
Oh yeah, but Elven
Of
Chain,
course.
dude, that's
I
so
know.
fucking rare.
I know.
It's
I
got to
know.
be given to you by
I
an elf.
posted it in the.
Material component is a holy symbol. That's interesting. On the first
Yeah,
round,
because it's a divine only spell.
that's funny. It's like you have it on, and you start to get on round one. You get it's like you start to get uncomfortable, You're
Yep.
like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on here? And then, dude, yeah, that's just brutal. That's a twisted spell right there. Slow poison's great. Fairy fire's great. All these are great. But yeah, you can remember you can drag a bunch of them onto your sheet even if you're not using. I don't like to
Yeah,
personally do
yeah.
that because I get when there's too many on there, it slows the sheet down and I get overwhelmed with it. But you can do that if there's like 5 or 6 per level that you kind of want to keep on retainer, right? Or just so you don't forget about them, you can drag them to your sheets. You priests aren't limited by that. You can just find something that belongs to your sphere and drop it on the sheet, and you're good. Anyways, guys, that was really fun game. Thank you, like,
Yeah,
so much
thanks
for
for
playing
Glad
running.
we
around.
got a use of a Greyhawk monster.
Yeah, yeah, I love
I feel
that.
vindicated in doing all that work.
Yeah, you,
I
yeah,
appreciate that.
I used your version.